everyone, we are online. Welcome, one and all, to City States of Klovisa VYU *@ The God War. Featuring a man outside his Australian house, who we missed dearly last
Australian
week.
hotel.
You're in a hotel?
It's the Nesto Apartments.
Oh. Why are you outside today, Kushim?
Because my partner is inside the hotel.
Oh.
It is currently 7 in the morning, so she's not... Well, she's probably just waking up.
Oh, that's why you look rough.
Wait, it's 7 a.m.
Wow.
when we start for you every time?
Yeah, he's got
No.
a 12-hour difference.
No, we traveled to the opposite side of Australia. So usually it's 9 a.m.
Ah.
Mm.
Pretty
Oh,
fun.
that's why you're always in a bathrobe.
No, I just do that because I slay.
Yeah.
True.
Unironically true. Okay. Well, welcome back, Kushim. You left... Well, when you said that... You gave me a mysterious message the last time we played together, where you said you would come back for revenge? What?
Yeah.
I want to address that. What makes you think that you needed to come back with revenge, like, before anything happened?
Just revenge on the time that sucks me out of this being here. That's all. Not any sort of how do you say?
Bloodlust.
Thank you. Yeah, no bloodlust. More time lust. So horny for time, guys.
Oh, I love time too. Oh my god, it just gets me
Oh,
so hard.
The endless
Okay,
atrophy of the world. Ugh.
big oof. Well, let's go around the table real quick and see how everyone's doing after this week. Starting with Other John. Other John, how are you?
I'm doing great, Weather's been okay down here in the south. Just working, grinding, having a great time.
Yeah, I have a Sigma lifestyle. Just grind.
Yeah, stay up until 3 a.m. playing video games too,
That's the
whatever.
grind.
Yeah.
Right. How are you doing in New York, New York? It's a hell of a town.
It's a horrible place. Never come here.
Agreed.
Noted.
It feels like Florida in mid-upstate New York, and it's awful, and I hate it, and I want to die. But hey, I dragged 2 of my friends into playing the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV.
Moving on.
That's pretty
Yugu.
Hey.
Wait, not Yugu. Meager. Meager, how'd you get... Orion, how'd you get Yugu's nameplate? What the fuck?
Yeah, hey, give that back.
How did I?
I don't know. What's up? I see you're still lying on your back.
Yeah, I should be able to sit down next week. Until then, I will be laying down and hoping not to bust my stitches.
Good. I
Only thing I
hope
can
you
do.
don't have neck pain yet.
Oh, I do.
Eric? Hi, buddy.
What's up? Hi.
What's up?
I've been waiting for this all week.
Are you excited?
I am excited.
Well, why don't you
I
give us...
even
Wait,
have-
no.
I-
Shit.
I even have a Mimi surprise due
Mimi-
to that one thing. The last thing we talked about where we both busted up because of what it does.
Oh,
in your-
perfect.
in your
Oh, that
secret
took me a
talks?
moment. Yes, in our secret talks. Well, guys, we have a tradition here, and who am I to break it, where anyone who missed the last session has to give this session's recap. So, John, let's hear it.
Yeah. Great tradition, by the way. So, last time on City States of Klovisa, they left the City of Blinding Lights for Sanctuary. and we're warned not to take out any spiders. But being, wannabe little exterminators that we are, saw some spider webs and thought the only thing we can do is burn these down. And so they did. And that's as far as I heard Gibby say before my internet cut out.
That's pretty good.
That's it?
That's pretty much all that happened.
You weren't
that's
a
as far
little
as
bit
you can get.
curious after that? It sent him like a message like, what else happened?
As it was cut out, and then it was like John going, "Mics are hot," and I'm like, "All right."
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
exactly have time.
Well,
Yeah.
he had an entire week to watch the VOD, but I respect
true.
that you don't. Nav, why don't you finish off a recap for us, also known as Eric? John's buying time so he can eat dinner. I'm sorry.
So we successfully burned through the spider webs without burning the forest down, which surprised everybody.
That's
Yeah.
ones.
And then we got lost.
Mm-hmm.
Not during the spiderweb burning, but after the spiderweb burning. Still confused as to how the fuck that happened.
Magnetic fields, man.
And we saw a rat dude holding a box by the river, and so naturally we're like, oh fuck that dude, and we go and we kill him quickly. And then more showed up, and then we started killing them, and then a giant rat with 2 Gatling guns strapped to it fucking started going pop pop pop. And Nav was like, no, fuck this, and then got crit by a bullet as he was running away. And so despite the fact that Nav said fuck this and started running away because I went first, everybody else was like, oh yes, fuck this, and started attacking it. But I was already gone. And then Yugu kept having to post this incredibly long ability that took up the entire fucking chat log, and he did it like 4 fucking times.
Can't we just get one for
And-
posterity? Let's see it one more time.
And
Look at this. Holy shit. Oh my
There it
god.
is.
It literally goes off of my, feed.
It's
I
like
have to
twice as long as the
scroll
chat
up.
box.
Like, look at that. Oh, it's not that one.
And,
just one ability,
Jesus
guy.
Christ.
Just one ability.
Just one.
Meager, let me see. Meager got put in a bad spot and thought the best way to get out of the bad spot was to run towards the rat that had 2 guns. And to finish off the session, John, I put on the helmet.
You put on the helmet. And it's John.
I know
great.
you were the. I was sad because you were the most excited one for me to put it on, and you weren't there to see it.
But now you get
Well-
to see what happens.
What happened?
Yeah.
But now you can
when
see
we
the
all die.
aftermath.
You don't even
Oh,
have
I'm
to
so
wait.
pumped.
It just gets to happen right now.
Yeah, because we stopped mid combat.
Yeah,
Yes.
we literally stopped the session mid combat.
The fun thing is that Meeker got downed. He rolled a natural 20 to get up.
Oh yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
immediately-
Yeah, the ultimate
uh,
Chad wizard here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Gatling rat decide, oh,
Ratling
I'm
gun.
just going to
It's not what it's called. It's a gun rat.
stop.
No, call you the rattling gun.
No, that is
Stop
a
being, like,
trademark
posted
term.
up.
We cannot use that, guys. I'm not even kidding. Warhammer has
TOS.
the trademark of rattling gun.
Really?
Yeah. You can't use
So
it.
that's kind of dumb.
It's good.
It's super dumb, and they are super, really into defending their IP. So, guys, Warhammer, Games Workshop, lawyers,
Okay.
I
So
swear,
it's gun rat.
it's the
Rattling.
gun rat.
Rat Gatling. The rat Gatling.
The rat cat.
Obviously different. Obviously different than by IP. Decided not to shoot me, and just walked over my body, who fireballed him at the end, and bit me, and brought me back down. So
Yes.
I was gonna say
It's
it
been
sounds
an
like luck
adventure.
is your superpower, but maybe
Yeah.
we'll
We will see here in a moment. And we're going to start our session off a little bit differently. Normally, I just have you guys jump straight into the action, but we're going to do a little bit more cinematic view. It is the 30th of March, 1 day away from April, almost able to catch up to the raid team. And we don't focus on you guys down at the river near Sanctuary. Instead, we go far north, somewhere no one is certain. Below the earth, we see a creature clad in dark metal and gray, walking down a hallway and then into a grand chamber that is multi-layered and clearly built within a cavern that has been renovated in time. You all, the audience, see hallways and tunnels and great art that has just been carved within this gray limestone. And as this entity begins hopping up a staircase to a 60-foot diameter vault door, it looks like, he fiddles with it and then opens it. There's a great amount of treasure, a massive hoard of platinum and gold and magical items that are just scattered around, collected over who knows how many years, until finally we come upon an... I don't want to call it a creature. I don't want to call it a construct, but there is a thing sitting down in a throne of sorts. It's slightly gilded, made out of the same gray stone as the rest of this vault. It has 4 red eyes on a sheet of black metal. Tusks stick out of its chin and come all the way down to its chest. Below is a tabard that covers a distinct and soon-to-be familiar suit of plate mail. In its hand, perfectly erect, fully standing up, is a massive pole arm of an axe. The blade itself is nearly 5 feet long at its widest edge, and it gleams with the intent to kill. Even the creature that comes down and kneels in front of this other thing. Words are exchanged, but we don't hear them, the audience being mute. And as this other entity looks up towards the door where this other one came from, we all hear a voice, which is represented as Nav hearing a voice. And it says in a rough, ancient tongue, "Good. It is finally beginning. Fetch me the greater chemical." And we are back at the river. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful day for everyone involved, as our boy Meager is death thrashed within a 12-foot tall rat creature that has 2 guns that have been hewed into its arms. Nav, you have just blinked awake for the first time? Maybe? Who knows? As you stare at your enemy, where is my battle music? Where's Rat Battle? We're ratting, boys. We'll do Cry Havoc. Nav, it's your turn. The initiative was not written down, but you are the start of your entire team's initiative. You put on this helmet, your eyes gleam with a sheen of red, and then you're back in it. You feel much lighter. You feel much stronger. At least 5% stronger. I love that, man. And you, war pick in hand, shield in the other. What are you doing, Nav?
I
actually did right.
How close am I to the rat? I forgot.
You're like 120 feet. But you know, you can dash if you want to. You can leave your friends to die.
No, you know what? I'm gonna do something a little more fun than that.
Fucking scar. Shadow.
Oh wait, that won't work. Damn it.
You have bardic
then-
inspiration.
You still have bardic inspiration. Nice.
I'm just gonna too far away. There's actually not a lot I can do. I'm just gonna dash action
Eldritch Blast.
back towards the rat. And I think that should put me in view of everybody, right?
Yes. You come rushing.
Hold on. I have to get my prop.
You have a prop? Oh no! Is that why he kept ducking down during the fucking camera
He had a
setup?
knife
Yeah.
earlier.
He had a knife? Oh my god! Oh my... Jesus Christ! He spent a
He didn't
week
think it through,
putting
did
this
he?
together.
No.
Eric,
He
can
did
you
not
even
think this
hear
through.
us?
This is rough.
You realize you put the eye holes though too far away, and the
Well,
mouth
that-
too far down.
Shut up. I didn't. This was literally like 5 minutes before we started.
That makes it better.
Alright, as you don your helmet, the last helmet you'll ever wear, I think it was Runt? Runt was next?
I was next, yeah.
Runt.
Because everyone got 9.
Yeah, everyone else
everyone
had a
else
9.
Yep. Well, I'm going to assume that I hear Nav running, but I'm focused on the rat man, and I'm gonna steady aim, shoot him with the bow, making sure Meager doesn't die. Hopefully,
Alright. AC 17, let's see it. You hit.
22.
Nice.
Do 9 damage, it's dead.
Do I have sneak attack? Is anyone
Hell
else next
no.
to him? Okay. Well, actually, I do because I have advantage. That's right.
Oh, you have advantage. Fine. Alright, it's
18.
dead. You dome it right in the eyes as you hear Nav coming from behind you. Everyone can quickly turn around as the great beast falls and Meager begins to bleed out. I guess.
Quickly cast healing word.
Yeah, you can
on
cast
him.
Healing Word real quick and bring him back to, 1d4 plus. Yeah, okay.
7. Damn. Okay.
Meager, you are not dead. I could not bait them into waiting around and seeing a death saving throw. Immediately, though, Meager, as he casts this, the body is falling on you with it in you. Well, with you in its jaws. So as you get up from prone next turn, everyone can see Nav barreling towards the fallen creature. Nav, do you stop your charge here, or what's the plan now? You're 80 feet away from the action.
If the rat... Does that sound okay?
Not really.
Yeah,
A
you're
little
fine.
muffled.
No.
It's a little muffled, but
Oh, it sounds
If
great.
the-
Totally can hear you though.
If the rat goes down, he'd probably go like another 50 feet and like skid to a stop. And like the war pick would have been raised, but if the rat's dead, he's just kind of like. And
wrong track. Sorry, guys.
is Meager conscious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you stop, let's actually describe what it is everybody sees here, Nav. Nav, how tall were you before?
Like 5'9", 5'10".
Alright, then standing at a rough 5'12", also known as 6 feet, is our boy Nav, having seemingly grown a little bit, or maybe he just appears taller because he's a lot wider now. All of his dimensions have grown, as though he is wearing armor that is his skin. It is this grayish, blackish, purplish material that seems to be moving and solidifying right now.
Okay, I'm not. I can't.
Okay, there we go. Was it getting a little hot? A little bit awkward? Okay, you couldn't hear me.
A little bit.
Okay.
There's a specific reason I wanted to do it, but we can talk about it later.
Indeed. This strange material has, by the time you all watch Nav come to a stop, halted into this chitinous plate-like substance, like armor, but it is his skin. Or something that entirely covers it. You do not see a single speck of his flesh, his hair, his organs, his eyes. Instead, 4 red, gleaming dots burn into you all.
I knew you were
But
doing
now?
some type of power up.
Who are you?
No response comes. Nav, you feel your throat just clenched.
I'm gonna shuffle over to him.
He grips his hands around his throat. You can describe your own actions, so I don't have to describe you playing charades, okay?
Okay.
Because that's a little hard for me to look at your camera and the stream and my Roll20. Nav, you cannot speak.
So if Kushima's coming closer to me, I'm gonna turn to him and I'm gonna like grab him by the shoulders and like not like why are you doing this, but like a soft shake, like. And then if he doesn't say anything, I'm just gonna be like, do it a little harder.
Why are you doing this? Is that what you said?
No, like, you know how in the movies, when the hero has like the bad guy and they're like, why are you doing this? And they're shaking him really bad. Not that
yeah.
aggressive, just like a little like,
Yeah. Yes, friend, say something.
And he's gonna like shake his head emphatically at friend.
Do the
And
same.
when you go to like say something, he's just like, and just shrug.
You can't speak? That's a problem. Oh well, come, let's all talk about it together. I'll hold your hand. Now, friends.
Hold it back.
Friends, Nav has become an eldritch horror and cannot speak.
Kushin,
Any ideas?
his fingers and his palm that you touch with your human buggy skin is dead cold. It is like touching metal that has been in a freezer for who knows how long.
Cool. That's very cool.
Love that.
As cool as it can be.
Yes.
Well, I saw him. He was putting on that hat back in the woods over there. Just, take it off.
He's gonna point at Yugu dramatically.
Fucking pyro.
Ooh.
Can you take it off, friend, now?
He's gonna like try to grab where the helmet would be and just like do like a pull-up motion, but since it's his skin, he's just like can't get grip and he's just kind of like.
Your fingers
Here.
are so much wider now, Nav. It feels like there's a full inch or two of just something around your fingers. You don't even have the tension of like regular skin right now. This is weird.
What about your spells?
uh, he's gonna shrug and turn away, and as he pops an Eldritch Blast,
You get one word. That's it.
You just hear, "Fuck!"
A ghostly, echoey voice of Nav, twisted by some strange metal hallway, or some echoing version of one. It just shouts out, "Fuck!" and then Eldritch blasts pour from his hands.
Okay. Well,
Thumbs up.
sounds good. You
Are
are
you
mechanically.
okay?
Eldritch Blast.
Fuck!
Scream of just like terror.
One Eldritch Blast for yes, 2 for no.
Fuck! Ah! That's it. You get to scream and shout fuck now. Those are all of your verbal components.
Question about how Meager's doing is magical healing. How's that work for like?
Did you have not suffered a death saving failure, which means you are not
Yes, I
wounded.
have.
You have?
Yes, I have. Yes. He bit twice, and
No, he didn't. He only has one bite.
no. When he Gatling gunned me, he brought me down, and then he hit once.
Then
Yeah.
you need to roll me a 1d100. And don't roll above a 75. Or you are bleeding out and dying.
Try not to.
Oh my god.
It's
You said
not
above, right? You said
It's
above.
not above. You are very lucky there.
Jesus Christ.
Barely miss internal
You're
wound.
cutting it close. In fact, you're cutting it so close that you are afraid to move with how much pain you're in.
I'm
You're
still laying
bleeding.
down. Yes.
You are bleeding from like your gut where you were shot with a cannon. Everyone can hear you like wheezing out and like trying to cry, but you just don't have the strength to cry right now.
Run. Do you have that healing kit?
Ron looks at his healing kit in his backpack. No. I'm just kidding. He said he'll say yes. And he won't. Actually, he wouldn't say anything. He's just taking it out and is starting to work on Meager with the healer kit.
Are you medicine
That's right.
proficient?
I am not.
Is anyone medicine proficient?
Yo.
All right, Ron. This is
Hey.
beyond your work. A healer's kit. Meager, we can't see you. Orion, your camera. It's just your jaw and your dog. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
my jaw and my
intentional.
dog.
The important stuff.
Can you,
Yeah,
can you
of
just
course.
hard focus on your dog real quick? You can just like get it. There we go. That's what I want to see.
Oh. Good dog.
Yes,
That's what Meager
Ron.
looks like right now.
This is beyond your capabilities. This is not a simple, one healer's charge of negative healing to bring someone back to 0 HP.
Yugu's proficient, right?
Yeah.
But Yugu is looking at Nav.
Ron will kind of look up and say, "Does anyone know how to do medicine? Anything like actual like first aid? Because I just know how to patch. I don't have a lot of band-aids, and that's about it.
People die all the time. Here, let me look them at them.
All right, take this. I'm gonna hand the healer's kit to Yugu.
Yugu, what do you do?
I'm going to look and see where the wounds are, see if there's shrapnel in them.
Sounds like you're making a medicine check. Let's see it.
Oh, hi.
I don't think I need to tell you that this is beyond your capabilities to heal. You guys need an actual doctor. Or at least more medical supplies than literally, like, a stone that brings someone to basically just spares the dying in its a stone form, as well as like 6 bandages and a syringe of something. Because it's unlabeled and you don't know where Runt got this healer's kit.
Actually, Runt, I don't know what happened to Mr. Meager. Maybe we should take him in town.
Oh, wait, what do you mean you don't know? You were literally right there when he got shot and bitten.
Yeah. Well, you see, it like the mucus got mixed in the gunshot wound, and I don't use guns where I'm from, so I
So
don't.
what you're saying is you can't do anything.
I can make him feel better.
So what you're saying is you can't do anything.
I guess, yeah.
Okay. Let's go to a hospital and get arrested. Part 2, I guess.
Can I attempt stop my wounds from bleeding by like just holding them?
Yeah, totally. You're not at any
Yeah.
immediate risk of dying.
Bleeding out.
Risk. Immediate risk.
Only 15 minutes away from dying.
Yeah, something like that. So here's the real problem, guys. 1, you're in a forest, you don't know where civilization is. 2, if Meager moves roughly, like say he sprints or does anything like above, 30 move speed per 6 seconds, he's probably gonna, open some shit up and start dying. I guess those are your 2 main problems right now. Because Nav, he seems fine. You don't see any blood on him. It doesn't even look like he was injured from the being critically shot in the face by a gun.
It's because we can't see his face, so it's probably fine.
Exactly. It should be fine. So what's the plan here, team?
So can anyone carry Meager at the moment? Because I'm definitely not strong enough to.
I
think Nav raised thinker.
Yeah. He raises his hand and Nav toodles over and scoops him up.
Alright. Feel like carrying him all the way back to wherever the hell we can find someone who can heal him?
How much does Meager weigh?
Oh, that's true. Meager himself weighs only 120 pounds because he's very, very lengthy and not very fit. And his total equipment is only 54 pounds. Most of that rations. So total of 174.
There's no way, even with your 5% increase of strength, Nav, that you are going to be able to princess carry this man with all of his stuff. You guys need to make a stretcher or get some different mode of transportation.
Tensor's magic disc.
There you go. That'll work, yeah.
Easy
Damn.
peasy.
Magic stretcher.
Not only does he solve all of your survival issues, he solves all of your medical needs as well. Kushim coming in clutch.
because Sheem is the number one resource we have.
All right.
Except in battle.
As Tim Dumbler begins to start doing a ritual as a magical stretcher, what are the rest of you doing other than bleeding out on the ground?
Can I do the same and cast a unseen servant?
All right, so 2 casters are now dancing in the woods around this rat carcass.
Can I search the rat man
Of
while
course.
this is going down? Okay.
Yeah. How would you like to search him?
Does he have anything on him, like in terms of supplies or anything that I could scavenge off of him?
Supplies, no. He is basically naked. No loincloth. No genitalia either. His tail is super long. It has a big ol' collapsible triangle-like thing attached to it that you specifically watched hook into the ground with a great big slap. to give it more stability while firing. You, I suppose, would have access to some of its ammo. It was down to like 1 round left of shooting.
Damn.
Yeah. So, 7 shots in total, or 7 shots worth of bullets. And then, they're chunky. They're chunky bullets. Meant to target airships.
Is it possible to cut that triangle thing off of the tail somehow? Or just take it off?
You have like a hacking weapon? Like
A
a sword
I've
or
got
an
a
axe?
dagger. I've got a dagger. And a sword.
What kind of sword?
It is the Ulathayan sword.
Yeah, you can use that. That's
Okay.
way better than a
My
dagger.
my Chevy Silverado. I forgot I named it every time.
Your Chevy Silverado can
Yeah.
begin to chop off the very end of its tail.
Wow.
This thing is maybe 7 feet long in totality. So it's much bigger than you, Runt, but it looks like a floating disc is coming. So you'll be able to put it on that. It weighs like 50 to 60 pounds. It's heavy. A heavy, chonky... it kind of reminds you of like tent pittons. You ever go camping before? And you just like would hammer that into the ground to keep your tent topped.
Yeah. Run's gonna look at Nav. And he's gonna say, I had this weird idea that the shape of this thing, and with how much material there is, that, last time we saw her, she wasn't very happy. Aerophil, that is. But my thoughts is that if we tell her that we killed the rat man and we took its tail, she might be able to turn it into a whip-like item. After all, this kind of looks like some sort of weird leather, doesn't it not?
Oh, you want the whole tail?
Well, enough of it to look like I can make a whip out of it.
Oh.
Is basically what I want.
Well, the tail and... So I thought you just wanted the spike piece, not just
No,
the tail.
I specifically don't want the spike piece. I want the tail.
Oh, okay. So you chop off the spike piece, throw that to the side, go to its butt, chop off the tail. There we go. So now you have about 10 feet of just gross meat and bone
Yeah.
and vertebrae.
Perfect for a whip.
Leathery skin. Yeah, I guess.
Nav is just looking at you. As you see it, Nav is just like looking at you.
Yeah, with the helmet.
But what's actually happening is that he's talking because he forgot.
Yeah.
And there's probably some weird, like, not like he's trying to communicate to you.
Oh, he went
Uh-oh.
into
But just
the
like-
garage.
You're out of range. You're getting out of range, Eric.
He's gonna like start making hand gestures, but not hand gestures to like communicate to you, just as much as like, people talk with their
Yeah.
hands sometimes.
Yeah.
And it would be like thinking, like, finger on the side of the chin type of motion, and probably some type of whipping motion and like a laugh.
A wordless laugh.
I'll take
grating
it
of
as a
metal.
yes.
Well,
Glad you agree.
John trades us.
What?
Kashim was shredding.
Yeah,
what he was
oh.
saying.
Yeah, what Nav was doing. Yeah.
It's like my
Wow.
favorite party game.
Oh, okay. Well, Runt, you caught your response, I guess.
And
What do
I
you do
guess,
next?
I'm assuming that the guns that are attached to its arms are too heavy for me to carry
Oh, yeah.
or use.
They are, like, vehicle-mounted weapons. Not meant... Like, this is weapons you'd see on, like, an airship. Not a... Not
But
even a
is
land
Kushim
vehicle.
strong enough to use it?
No. God, no.
Oh, I wanted to give Kushim a gun. Damn.
This thing was size
big
huge.
gun.
It is massive. You're not even sure how it was firing it, to be honest, because you don't see a trigger. Like, it was, like, melted or molded with its arm. Like, at one point, it's not even, like, bolted. It's just flesh has begun fusing with the very, I guess, start of the weapon.
Well, I guess if there's nothing else that appears to be useful immediately, either whether it be a trophy, weapon, or resources, then I guess I'll just leave it be
Okay.
with
Dude.
my trophy as a tail.
Alright. The tail easily weighs 60 pounds.
Meager would like to investigate how Nav's doing, because he can't do anything else because Nav's right next to him. He's like touching the skin, finding out what's going on. Maybe trying to identify, like, is this like a alter self spell, like,
Give an
effect?
Arcana check.
Does Nap feel it?
Yes. You would feel him touching you.
I just
Got 10.
Bro.
look at it.
You know magic. You are competent in the arcane. Whatever the fuck this is way beyond whatever the hell you were taught.
This is
Bro,
going to be a
This
weird.
is some crazy shit, man.
Oh,
Could I also take a look at?
no.
Nav? Question
You chose
mark?
your action.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not like he waited for you to, like, fully cut off a tail before starting stuff. 10 minutes go by. Runt finishes hacking apart a tail and begins dragging it to the manifested Tensor's floating disc, which, with Kushim's strength and Nav's presence, you guys can get Meager on top of a disc. And that solves your second issue. Now it's your first one. Where's civilization?
So does anyone know where to go? Because I know we needed to go in a specific direction that I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was east? Southeast?
I believe. Yeah.
And I don't know which way southeast is from where we are right now.
We didn't have, like, clearing.
Yeah, you're in that borderland between, like, riverbank and, like, forest. So it's basically
Can I look
just-
up?
Yeah, it was, like, rough noon when you guys started, so you don't even really see the sun. It's probably, like, obscured by the canopy right now. It's not like the sun is always directly 100% overhead you.
So, as part of my cartographer's kit, would I have a compass?
You would, but we have a funny
We went
thing
over this
about
last time.
If
Okay,
you make
okay.
a
I
roll
thought
for
you
a
might.
cartographer's check, you have to accept the roll and get lost somehow. I did not realize this when I first looked at it. I'm like, oh, we have a check that lets us navigate or cartographize or whatever that plural is. No, it's not plural. Anyway, so from now on, I'm going to just give you a direction if you want it, since you have a compass, and you never ask me again to roll a cartographer's check to find out where you are. Sounds good?
Sure.
Okay. Use it to make maps. Be cool like that, rather than navigate with it.
Kushima
You
wants to
can
make maps.
you can find, of course, make maps all you want. You can find your bearing to southeast. There it is. There's a river across the way, but that is southeast.
Okay. If we're heading that way, then Kashim would like to put the rest of his pack on the disc as well, so that he can run a little bit ahead of the group, so that when Sensors expires in an hour, he can, set him down, do the ritual while they're catching up.
How are you gonna get across the
Am
river?
How far away is it?
No, how are you getting across the river?
Oh, yeah. How is it within an hour of shuffling?
What do you mean?
I can't. Are we right? Oh, we're right.
Yeah, you're
at the
right
river.
at the riverbank. It's roughly 300 feet wide. I'm sorry, I thought I said something.
No, that,
Well,
I didn't.
he wasn't there last time, but the rest of us knew.
You're good.
How are we gonna get across the river?
I could make a tiny, tiny boat.
Man, if only Revit.
John, you missed it. Yugu is Bard of Creation,
Yeah.
so he can just like make small things.
Liam's
Cool.
Liam's tiny boat.
Policeman's tiny boat.
This tiny hut and then upside down.
How
I
tiny
actually
are we
thought that's
talking?
what he was going to talk about.
No, it's not mode of potential. Wow.
Okay. So if I were to swim across it, securing the, demanding the meager hold my stuff, keep it secure. Would that work? Is it a fast flowing river? Is it a slow flowing river?
That's a good question.
And how far is the river from
It
the
is
other side?
300 feet wide, and it is going fast. Super
Jesus.
fast.
Bugger then.
Yeah. It seems to be like a water flow. It's just made out of water and it flows. That's
Wow.
I don't know where I was leading on. It's a fucking
Almost
river.
like a river.
Yeah.
That's
A
fast
rapid.
river.
That's what I wanted to say. It's like a rapid. There's even stones that
Snow
are sort of
melted.
jutting off. You can see from here, Kuchim, that's not like an even flowing river. It's like steeply going downwards.
Right. Okay.
This would be super
Okay.
sick vacation spot. If there wasn't a giant
We-
fucking rat carcass right next to you.
Right there. We could just go down the river until there's an easier place to cross. Go the rapids, get lighter.
Nav is gonna go over to Runt. And since I'm taller now, he's gonna squat down in front of Runt.
Nice.
And like,
Run's going to roll his eyes and say, "Oh, so you want to be an author too now, huh?" And he'll take out some spare pieces of parchment and a pen, and he'll
Alright.
hand it to.
You rip out your parchment from whatever was binding it. Or, do a less aggressive action, I guess. You can.
You completely destroy your book.
Alright, Nav.
All four characters are gone.
Imagine, just for a second, your your fingers are an inch to an inch and a half wider. How would this affect your writing?
well, it probably wasn't the best to begin with.
Fair. Yeah.
So I think he would get frustrated and go full child and just
Before Nav starts writing, Runt's going to tell him, "Don't worry, regardless
Wait.
of what you write,
Hang
Kushin
on.
can read it."
Hang on. I think we have a workaround here. All right. Pull out your map
fuck
tool.
you.
Oh, God.
Get around him, boy.
And I'm gonna freehand this.
Use your left hand with your mouse to make it work.
Oh.
If you had
Oh, God.
minor illusion,
Oh,
answer
my-
your schematic would be or fuck.
Alright,
No,
wait,
and then
hold on,
you'd
hold on.
write.
Oh, okay. You're starting at the top left. Everyone, look at the top left. Oh, this isn't too bad,
Good.
actually.
Oops.
It is all pens. There's no
This
pencils.
is-
So you cannot
this
erase your
is-
mistakes.
This is a lot harder than it looks, actually.
Yeah,
I can
know.
imagine,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah. You cannot erase yourself because we don't have pencils, right? We have pens, and that's it.
My.
You want Kushim to fly? Do you want him to fly over the river with the disc?
Yeah.
Okay.
Check
Not
this
with the
out.
disc.
Check this out.
But you want him to fly
he-
over the river.
And he points at Kushim,
Yes.
and he goes over to Runt, and he picks Runt up, and then
What?
like moves him 2.5 feet, and then like puts him down, and then
I think he wants him to fly each
You
of
want-
us across one at a time.
Meager laying on his
Yeah.
deathbed.
I
Figures it
will be
out.
following him 20 feet from him every single time he moves across. I might be sick. Where should I puke?
Also, can you? I know that your disc is floating, but can it float above a river?
Yeah.
Because if you're constantly crossing over the river and the disc is following you all the time, then what's gonna happen when it goes over the river?
So we actually
Question is-
had this come up in the political team, where does
Oh.
water count as ground for levitate? Because in theory, if you're always surrounded by land, which water would be in that instance, like levitate would never work, right? Because you're like trapped underneath the water. And we have determined that water does not count as ground.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah
Like it would
that
be the
makes sense.
ground under the water.
It would be the ground under
Oh
the
no.
water. So you
That's
cannot...
what I was afraid of.
Yeah. You would need someone with land above, like, to follow underneath the disc at the same movement rate.
Does anyone know mold Earth?
Oh, World Earth!
Imagine if you mold Earth Minecraft style, like underneath the floating.
Yeah, just
disc.
have a single
Oh,
block
if
of
we have
dirt.
shaped water.
Yeah.
We should have shaped water, and we slowly make it ice. That counts as ground, right?
Yeah. But it's
Same
also a rapid, so, like, 5 feet of, like, cubic ice in a river would
I mean, we
probably
could
just
take it from
fucking
someone's
go,
divs.
right?
We could take someone's div, and then have the ice block
Do it
be
all.
above the water, so that way it doesn't get like melted by the moving water. And so
Oh.
Kushima's flying above the river. Right below Kushima is the shaped
The disc-
water
The
from
disc
the
is
div,
balancing on
and
a
above, yeah,
piece of
yeah.
ice? Okay.
basically. Okay, so Meager knows shaped water, right?
No.
Okay, who knows shaped water?
Alright, this
Right,
plan's
no one.
over at conception.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I had a really good
But this
plan.
is an
but-
interesting point. Look, can we just fill like a backpack with sand, and then that counts as terrain?
No.
What about
I'm not
two-
going to...
what
I'm
about
not
a
going to
five-
justify that
about-
because you know it's bullshit. And no. All right,
Okay.
John. I'm holding
There.
my bag at like both sides of a disc so that it's
Yeah, okay.
always above land now.
No,
like,
yeah.
all right,
Totally,
fuck off.
Totally.
Damn it.
Totally.
Okay, so well, I had a strategy, but I don't have levitate prepared. If we had the call to creation, create a piece of rock, use levitate on the rock, then do that. But
Or we could do
How
the
big
I
a
don't
really
have
simple-
levitate.
We could do the really simple and easy way and just not have the disc, and then just
Oh,
like
Why?
not have Meager on the disc, have Kushim fly Meager over, and then fly everyone else over,
Oh,
and
wait,
just
then
not
it's-
worry about the disc at
we
all.
did overthink
We-
that.
We
did not
figured it
think about
out. Oh, look at there, fucking Gibby with problem solving. Holy shit!
Wait,
it's
is this like?
Turns out the problem was the disc. So if we just remove the disc, wow,
How are we alive?
you can just resummon the disc once everyone's across, and we can reuse it once it's no longer a problem. Wow.
They had fly. Alright, Kushim, what's the plan here, champ? Ron seems to have
Yeah,
figured
okay,
it out
so-
after 10 minutes of fucking...
instead of an hour.
bleeding to death.
So, let's see. I assume no one used my spells the last
No.
session. Otherwise, okay then. And we did get a short rest. That
Yeah.
4, right? Okay, so I just forgot to re-up my spells.
No,
okay,
you're good.
happy
I
to
didn't
use
fuck with
fly
your
then.
sheet. Kushim, you
Yeah,
can
cool.
fly your party across the river. It will be many. Well, it's 300 feet. You cross that within like half a minute. So I think you'll need to cast fly twice.
It's just
Well,
60
okay, so
foot,
60,
so-
60 feet per 6 seconds.
Oh, wait,
and
it's 10
fly
minutes,
flat.
right?
Yeah, last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still going to be like 30 seconds for him to cross. So that's one person a minute.
So it takes. Yeah, it takes a minute.
Yeah, it should be
5
like
minutes
everyone.
4
just
times.
for the people. And then the stuff has to be carried over as well.
My rat tail.
Do you take the rat tail with you, Kushim?
I mean, I can dash too, right? Like, there's no
Can you?
fly fast, you know? Why?
So.
It gives me a flying
yeah.
speed, but doesn't say I can't dash or anything like that, so I can do
Yep.
it twice as fast.
You dash while flying. Describe to us what that looks like real quick.
Kushim's beetle wings pop out of his back, and dashing while flying means he kicks his legs too. But really,
Perfect.
Put your arms up.
Your arms out, kicking your legs forward. You dash across, carrying your teammates across the river. And John will go to his secret map to find out where exactly you're at. There you guys are. Alright, there is more woods in front of you. Southeast is still southeast, so I guess you start
Onward.
heading that way. We did your random encounter check for the day, so you guys book it. Also, wildlife does not live near gun rats, just in case anyone was wondering.
I wonder why.
Oh, I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder. How far? That was noon, so that means you have about half your movement left. So you guys will camp still in the woods somewhere this night. John kind of forgot during our survival game that you guys should be counting your water as well as your rations. But we have been near fresh bodies of water this entire time, so no big deal. We can say you gathered up water at the river before taking off into this other section of woods. So, everyone subtract rations as the night comes to a close. John doubts anything will find you, but he'll roll nightly encounter anyway. Nope. More wildlife. Ugh. Owls hoot in the night. You hear a scraw sound far away somewhere. You also hear Meager cry himself to sleep as the pain gets to him.
Don't worry, Miguel. One way or another, you're going to see your mom soon.
Ooh.
Oh.
Holy shit! And now,
Please don't kill my mom.
Oh, I'm not going to kill him. I'm trying to do
Nav is gonna
justice.
go high five fucking Ren.
I'll put a
Please
hand up.
Don't
It'll
break
be
this.
like Nav will high five me, but I'm just putting my hand up so he can high five me.
the A in Lamau stands for agony.
I'll be there with Meager. I'll go there and hold his hand and pet his forehead or pet his wound.
Yeah.
No, whichever.
Don't pet my wound, please.
Pet his
Okay,
wound.
forehead then.
Should I death save?
No, it's fine. You are feeling a bit feverish, though.
So no short rest?
Not for you. Definitely
Today,
not.
anyway.
Okay.
Kushim, Runt, Yugu, and Nav may all benefit from a short rest, though.
Wow, I was missing 1 HP.
Wow, you spend a hit dice.
Wouldn't it
Wow,
be nice?
good for you.
I spend a hit die that I get back.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, sick.
Good job.
I don't want to get my hit dice back.
I
Anyone
can-
who uses a hit die It's another D6. I think it's a D6.
Song of Rest.
If you short
Song
rest.
of Rest, yeah.
Oh, you have Song of Rest. Link that in the
It's
chat.
hard.
Mr. Bar.
Doo-doo-doo. This one's shorter.
Nice. Yeah, it is. You regain hit points at the end of a short rest by spending 1 or more hit dice. Each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6. So if you are still injured after that, please roll an additional 1d6.
But you didn't take a short
I
rest.
think that would only be Nav.
Or Meager.
He
Meager,
cannot.
Meager cannot. He is not short resting.
A D6.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Uh,
Oh, you're
Oh,
full
wow.
hit points.
Yeah, I was about to say that was literally just enough to put me at full.
Good stuff.
You have very little health.
Mm,
You all
Says the wizard.
awaken in the night. Well, not in the night. After the night is concluded, you all wake up. Nav, it is weird to sleep. Because your eyes don't close. You can feel yourself trying to close your eyes, but you don't have eyelids. You have 4 red dots that you can't... Well, you just see the world normally. I guess you have a little bit more expanded view. It's kind of like POV, but without, like, eyebrows or, you know, the sides of your face. So you're just, like, seeing, like, 120 degrees now. Like a deer might, maybe. And, yeah, it's pretty fucking weird as you, like, try to sleep and you lay down on your little bedroll that you can kind of feel, but not really. And you're just kind of, like, looking at Meager, who is sweating and huffing and puffing, barely alive and kicking.
I'm drinking in his pain.
I guess so. The morning does come. Perhaps sleepless for some. Maybe some don't even realize that they went to sleep. But it does come. And you guys can ferry your wounded member again. You guys will travel about 4 miles. And then you will see something. Another river, but this one going a bit more slowly. Well, actually a lot more slowly. Beyond this river, there is an elevated, flattened place that looks suspiciously like a road. Just across. Maybe another 200-foot stretch of water.
That looks suspiciously like a road.
Fuck off.
You think it goes to the sanctuary?
It goes somewhere, as all roads tend to do.
Is this what it feels when your kidneys explode?
I wouldn't know. But I assume so, yes.
Oh.
Yes!
Does the ground in the river look like let me rephrase. How shallow is the water in the river?
At least 30 feet deep.
Okay.
It doesn't just, like, cliff face down. It, like, you know, beds out.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
bows out.
Does it look like we could swim through it?
Possibly. Are you a confident swimmer?
Uh,
No.
well, one of us
Yeah.
isn't.
Alone without your inventories, definitely run.
Okay.
Most of you guys could probably cross this. Maybe, like, you'd get drifted off course a little bit. But so long as you're not, like, holding too much, like, you know, without backpacks even, you could get across.
Alright, I have an idea. I'm not sure how well this would work,
Ron wants to split the
But-
party.
but basically, Kushim will, if he is willing, of course, with his consent, will carry Meager over with Fly once again, and the rest of us will leave our stuff here, and while Kushim is carrying our stuff across the river, the rest of us will simply swim across, maybe save us some time.
How
Rather than
wide
having
is the
to have-
river?
How wide is it? It's like 200 feet
Yeah.
wide. So, a third less than what you guys crossed yesterday.
Sure. I would
Sure, maybe.
enjoy a chance to take a dip. Water is nice.
I figured it'd be a better alternative than simply having Kushim cut us around all day. Over a
It's only a
river.
couple minutes. But yeah, fair enough. I will do that. I'm going to be right back.
Okay. Kushim probably would carry over Meager first and then go for your stuff. So everyone else, give me an athletics check, except for Nav. Nav, I need you to calculate how long you can hold your breath.
How the fuck do I do that?
It's your con mod.
con-
times 1
Constitution
minute.
modifier.
What's your con mod?
Hold on.
Ha I get
Run
to
to
roll
get
that.
swift.
Okay.
Ah!
Hey, won by
Halfling
20.
going
Oh
fuck
my
again.
God.
I love this game.
You hate halflings,
I'm
Tony.
never not playing a halfling ever again.
So good. Do I need to make the check with a swim speed
Do you have a swim speed?
of 30? Yeah.
Then you're fine.
My con mod is 2.
Okay, so while Runt begins just breaststroking, just full on, Yugu dives in and is just a lizard man. A lizard folk creature just through the water. Nav, you take a step in, and you're like, alright, time to swim, and you go forward and then just sink. You don't feel water in your mouth or lungs or anything, but you are on the bottom of this river. Can you cross 200 feet at half your movement speed within 2 minutes?
Within 2 minutes, he can cross 300 feet.
While dashing, right?
Yes.
While dashing,
No,
yeah.
without dashing.
Oh.
Oh,
While
oh,
dashing,
wow.
I actually have 80.
Oh, that's right. You have a movement
Oh,
speed
yeah.
increase.
Yeah, that's right. You can cross 400 feet.
Then yes, you will just
Without
walk
dashing.
at the bottom of this river, seen in perfectly clear clarity, due to the fact that your Devil's Sight lets you see through darkness, including magical, and your new Bugly helmet keeps all sorts of, watery bullshit and debris out. When you step, dirt will come up in the air. Well, not the air, in the water, which will temporarily obscure your vision, but just a little bit. And you just cross and then climb out unbothered. And you're
Yeah,
just
I'm just like a better Spartan.
yeah, you just fucking look at your teammates who just swam across, no big deal, and just water falls out of your armor or your skin.
Wow,
Gonna do like
look at you.
the sup 10 chilt.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're not having him being carted by Kushim anymore, since you can just walk through water. You
Next
put
time
that-
we'll try to see if you can swim through land. Ow.
Maybe take it easy on the pond. It's not good for your health.
I don't know if John can still hear us, but guys, you are on a riverbank.
You can.
Within
Legit.
50 feet of you, there is a road that is maybe, degreed up about 12 feet. But you can get there.
Yeah.
Let's take the road.
Well, the road leads, from my calculations, southwest, mostly west, and then northeast, mostly east.
Let's take the east one.
Okay. Rump begins walking eastward. What? I assume the rest of you follow your leader?
Yep.
Sure. It's a vote. We go.
You follow the
I
leader.
follow.
You get carried by your warlock who follows the leader. And John will roll the encounter as you guys...
Road demon.
Oof. John needs to roll this. These are
We're
both
at the
10s.
crossroads.
Literally.
A literal
Okay.
devil appears in front of
That is a good roll.
I don't like that.
I like that.
you. Or who?
I was hoping we'd go in combat.
Really?
You guys are approaching a wooden bridge. It is maybe, 500 feet long, or in total length, maybe 20 feet wide. It is elevated above, just another river that is probably attached to the same one. Maybe there was, a fork. You guys have been, following one, so one has been on your left this entire time, and then it seems to be... This new one is going southbound, directly. So it'll be in front of you and to your right. And there's this fucking bridge. It's just crossing it.
What is the integrity of this bridge, John?
Well, it's made out of wood. And you guys are at least 1,000 feet away when you guys see it. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a perception check there, Ron?
Okay.
Why don't you roll a natural 1 again so you can re-roll and do a natural 20 again?
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Damn it.
The power of not being able to see things. Maybe you'll just have to get closer.
James
I'm
gonna
late
be
to the
excited
party.
by the structure.
If this is troll.
You guys wanna...
I'll
fun.
pat Runt on the shoulder and
You wanna go and check it out? Little Sally is lost in the well? Alright, go check it out for us, bud.
and I'll probably jog run until I'm 200 feet away.
Alright, you're gonna be 800 feet from your party. Is everyone alright with this?
While he
going there.
begins jogging away, Runt's going to look to everyone and say, "It's probably best if we at least keep a little bit of distance." And he's going to recommend that we stay at least 400 feet instead of the full 1,000 of that from bridge to where we currently are. So basically having the distance.
I heard Kushim goes to the bridge. Kushim, are you just walking to the bridge?
Yeah, I want to check out what this bridge is made of. How old is it?
You guys
Mystery, man.
start approaching. And Kushim...
Warlock's a wizard.
As Kushim ignores
Oh, yeah.
whatever the fuck Runt was talking about, of staying 400 feet back, you're just walking a little bit behind Nav, who just is naturally faster. Yugu, what about you? Are you hanging out with Runt, or are you hanging out with Kushim and Meager, who is 20 feet behind him at all times?
Yeah, I'll stand next to the guy who's dying.
Alright, so Runt stops at 400 feet.
Runt sees
Everybody
that literally
else goes-
everyone else is leaving and he goes, "Fuck, fine." And he just follows behind Yugu.
Okay.
Because the last thing he wants to do is to get caught alone against another rat man.
Well, you
I
guys,
wave to Runt.
Nav, you get within that 200, 100-ish area of distance, and you can look at this bridge. It is somewhat dilapidated. It is not the most secure looking of all bridges. It looks like something broke a couple of pillars that are supporting it upwards, but there's 80 of them in totality. They're not too big, that are just there. The top railing, the left side, is just kind of missing. It looks like it was either pulled free or is just fucking, who knows what happened. But this thing looks a little bit weathered, as though no one has taken maintenance of it for several years. Kushim, give me a history check.
Okay. Can I do my special archaeologist thing as well?
Sure. What's your special archaeologist thing?
My special archaeologist thing
Who made it?
is... Yeah.
When you enter a... Oh, I have a way better time of looking at this.
I guess it's not a ruin or dungeon. I will
No.
gladly still do a history check.
Probably demi-human origin. Yeah, it's maybe 2 or 3 years old. And can you up the I'm getting a lot of background noise for you, and I'm not sure.
From a fan.
Yeah. If you can just up your gain.
Yeah. Sorry, let me just.
Voice registry.
Mic sensitivity or something.
that
Well,
better?
He's got the AirPods.
no,
Better.
it's the exact
And no,
same.
it's not
No.
better.
If you go into
Alright.
your Discord settings and just hit the cogwheel, I think it should be under voice and video. It should say input sensitivity. Just increase that a little bit. We're gonna get it no matter what when you talk, but just in the downtime when you're not. Much better.
Yeah.
It's godly.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, you're good. Yeah, you get within 200 feet of this bridge now. If you don't see a soul.
Is run okay? Okay.
I'm okay.
I just saw this and like absolutely zero movement, and so I was like, did he freeze?
Oh no, I accidentally kicked my thing, and I was trying to make sure everything was still hooked up. That's why I was freaking out.
He has
So I don't
mastered his
see
skills.
anything.
Make a perception
Or what'd you say,
check.
John? I was distracted.
I'm just asking what you're doing.
Perception check.
Yeah,
Um,
it seems clear.
Yeah, if it seems clear, then I'm just gonna like tootle on up to the bridge.
You tootle on up to
And,
the bridge.
I would probably stay. No, Nav is stupid. He wouldn't think about that beforehand. Just like dead center of the bridge. And he's kind of like, as he's walking, he's kind of like stomping to like,
Oh, yeah?
you know, make sure the steps aren't like rotted or are gonna like snap away underfoot.
Mm-hmm. They seem sturdy. Aside from this, like, big, I guess, chunk nearly towards the middle of it, that's just kind of, like, missing. Like, part of this bridge is just missing, like, its right half. So,
Is it-
at one point it
is
narrows
the-
down to, like, 10 feet wide, 7 feet, somewhere around there.
Mhm.
But,
Are the edges like are they smooth, like the planks that would have made up the other half were just never added, or are they like jagged
No,
and broken
they're
like
jagged, broken, weathered.
He'll probably like go up to the broken bit and like get on his lay down on his stomach and just like poke his head out underneath.
Yeah, you see river. You're on your stomach. You can try to bend your neck, but it's not like you can see directly under it. The bridge
Right.
isn't just like perfectly flat. You know, it's layered. It's made out of planks. Thick and hearty planks.
Then I'll just get back up and jog back over to where everybody else is walking towards me and just
It's good.
wait, hold on. Alive.
What?
It's blasting the dirt.
So anytime I'm actually talking, I'm putting Eldritch Blast in the chat. And that's my word.
Okay. You shout fuck or ah and scream in horror. And then as you signal your team, what do you do? Nav is just standing on the bridge, looking chonky, looking thick.
Yeah, I just walked up to
Moving
now.
forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bridge looks good. Double thumbs up.
You all move forward. And that's when we make a stress
Meteor's
test for this
gonna-
bridge.
Meteor's going to do a palm-sized wad of gauze as presentation. I realized I could do this and just press against my wound.
Okay. Holding your gut. Guys, is high good or is high bad for you?
High's good.
High has always been good for
Yeah.
me.
High's always been good for you? Are you sure?
Yeah, because low is always bad.
Well,
True.
it's
It's
always
always-
good. It's not always been
Yeah.
good for us because you are a dick.
I am a dick, aren't I? You
Speaking of which, you got a natural
all
one.
cross this bridge. Yucking about. You guys take it a little bit slow at that big, you know, Meeker, give me another Arcana check just for free. You know,
Why not?
why not?
No, nothing suspicious going on.
Nothing suspicious.
We're just making checks out here. For fun.
Yeah. Yeah, so about this
Oh.
this hole, you know, this big chunk missing, it's like 40 feet wide and sort of like divots hard into the bridge. Doesn't go all the way into the bridge. What kind of spell? Has like a 40-foot radius or diameter?
Illusion
Slow.
spells?
Oh.
As you cross, or more likely get over halfway across the bridge,
Uh-oh.
a voice will be heard. Someone will shout from a hidden position, "Hawk! Who goes there?" And with that, we're going to take our first break as John threatens the party with fireball and instant death.
I was about to say.
See you here in a bit,
Fireball.
guys.
I did not.
We are back, everybody. Across the bridge from you comes a voice. It shouts, "Hark, who goes there?" What do you guys do?
Hello, friend. Our friend is dying and needs medical help.
Identify yourselves!
We are adventurers from the City of Blinding Lights looking to go to Sanctuary to save someone's mom.
Hi, my name Yugu.
This is Nav and this is Meager.
Can I strain my neck and I see who it is?
No. No
On
one
their
can
side?
see who it is. You can strain your neck all you want. There's not a man there to be seen. After a brief moment, this voice will call again. Drop all of your weapons! Throw them behind you! And step forward. If what you say is true, we will speak further.
We're on a bridge. Ren's gonna say softly to the party, but we're on a bridge. Where would we throw our weapons?
They said behind us, like on the bridge, maybe.
Ren's gonna shout
We
out,
can-
we're gonna step back and throw our weapons on the other side of the bridge and then come back. Is that okay?
That's like 200 feet away.
Yeah, but you're gonna watch us do it, and we're gonna do it slowly so you can watch us do it without doing any funny business.
Take your time.
Alright guys, let's start walking back. Does anyone have a plan? Because
What spell did I recognize from my 25 Arcana?
The bridge had been fireballed.
Oh. Okay.
I like how
wasn't that
everybody
terrible one.
understood what was going on except for the person who succeeded the check.
No, I thought he was going to fireball us, not that he already fireballed the bridge.
No. John would
Okay.
never.
Both are gonna happen.
John
It
would
might
never
happen.
put an invisible wizard just out in the wild, right? that has fireball, right, guys?
yeah, sure, that's definitely not what this guy is.
No.
Run's going to start doing as he said he would do.
Yeah. You throw
Yeah,
your
I'll just
bow,
take
and
off.
sword, and daggers.
Well, I have concealed daggers, so I will just throw down
How do you
the
conceal
sword.
your daggers?
Uh,
Where are they hidden?
well, they're
In
hidden
his hosen.
in my lederhosen. one of them is specifically in one of his shoes.
It's in your shoe?
Well, not like in the shoe, but you know, like the hidden, like the dagger hidden in the shoe trick.
I know about the gun on the ankle.
Dagger in the shoe trick.
Yeah, gun
Okay,
and
yeah.
ankle was copied from the knife in the shoe.
Oh, okay.
Obvious history there.
So,
So
he'll throw
is there,
down the
like-
bow and the sword.
Is there like
Basically-
a sheath on your ankle and then like your
Yeah,
pants like
it's-
over it?
Yeah, it's basically the long pants are covering up the dagger that's basically hitched around his ankle.
I thought you were wearing lederhosen. Aren't those short shorts?
But I'm also wearing a stealth suit, John.
Okay, perfect. There we go. I just wanted to get you to set your character, imagine it a little bit more closely. So with your hidden dagger on your ankle and somewhere in your lederhosen, we'll call it, in an awkward position maybe, you have your daggers. Your fancy Ulathaean longsword falls to the ground. Your Chevy Silverado, as it's called. Revik's banishment? What you
Revik's
call it?
remorse. Revik's
Revik's
remorse because
remorse.
he felt so much guilt after leaving. That's what I decided to name it.
All right, your bow comes off your back. Kushim.
Yeah, I'll put down my sledgehammer, my pick, my shovel from the this thing. All the
Can someone
So-
take out my dagger and my letter opener from my bag?
So, guys, as we all know, this world is heavily magical. When I say disarm yourselves, this includes arcane focuses. A reminder.
Someone inform Kashim of that.
Yeah.
Do that.
I would inform Kashima of that because I've seen Miros and other people in fights with their arcane focus eye. And so I would definitely be aware that full disarmament includes spellcasters getting rid of their magical bullshit.
A lot of people have
He's-
a lot of spells.
It'll take him a minute though. He doesn't want to give up this pretty rock that is his.
It's just for now. We'll come back for it, I promise.
He looks at you kind of sulkily and puts it down. Okay, question then. So in D&D, or with the rules or whatever, you can still cast some spells without your arcane focus. Is that
Yeah.
the same here?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
It's just like the
Verbal
material.
only spells.
Yeah.
As long as it
Verbal
doesn't have
and
material.
No material, no material.
Can I keep
Unless
my
you
spell
have the
book?
material on you.
No, Mika, we're gonna have to put that down for now.
But
Anything
unless I
that helps-
ritual cast.
Anything that could help you cast a spell or could be used as a weapon,
No.
including spell casting, we'll have to put with everything else.
Spell books don't do any of that. They just hold my spells. And help me ritual cast if need be.
Better safe than sorry.
You could stay back here with all of our stuff. You know, you're kind of beat up. We'll talk to them.
I feel
pick
like
you
that'll
up.
make him more suspicious if he just sees one of us laying on the ground next to all of our stuff.
Bleeding out. You should.
Yes, he doesn't know who we are, what our situation is. You want to play this safe and do it right, or do you want to take chances?
I'm gonna use minor illusion to raise my voice. Can I keep my book on me? I'll leave my staff.
There is no response. No response.
I'll leave my staff there.
Jones. Okay. You throw your staff on the ground.
I'm gonna keep my book, and then we can go over there, ask him, and then I can.
Nav is gonna grab the book and
All
put
right.
it on
Oh.
the pile.
You grab the book. Nav, you
Pat, pat.
don't have a weapon, do you? Visible at all.
Not in this dimension.
All right.
True.
Cool. You do have a shield, though. Are you gonna put that down?
Yeah, I guess. In the spirit of safety.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'll just drop my whole pack. Leave everything.
You, going the full barred route, drop everything. And now, fully disarmed. I suppose you may step back, if that is what you wish.
Anyone against stepping back?
Put my hands in the air, even. Okay.
Like you just don't care.
Yeah.
Raise
All
one
right,
hand and the other one's on my wound.
We're coming back to the bridge. You've seen us put away our weapons.
Alright.
Oh, Meeker, we need to show them both hands.
Yeah.
I am showing both hands.
Out of curiosity, John in Australia, is there a forest fire going outside your house right now? Looks incredibly smoky.
No, that's just
He's
the
got
sun
God
was
rays.
coming in.
Okay.
Sun was coming in, and it was and hello.
Understood. I was just worried for
420.
a second there. You guys can walk across the bridge back to that one place. And after going about 30 feet beyond the stretch where it's just like narrowed down due to the fireball wreckage, the voice pipes up once again. Hello!
Hello.
What
Hello,
brings
friends.
you to the lands of Sanctuary?
Oh, thank
Like-
God.
Like I mentioned, we're looking for this guy's mom, and he points at the near-dead Meager. We heard that she was kidnapped by Ratmen, and we want to save her.
Ah! Well then, step all the way off the bridge. Come forward. Let us take a good look at you.
All right. Come on,
She can
everyone.
shuffle
Hey.
forward.
Can I insight?
Of course.
Can I also insight?
Of course.
Because fuck wizards.
2 insights, and yes, wizards are assholes, are they not?
A dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Runt, he doesn't sound like he's gonna fuck you.
Yeah.
Orion, how can you
15?
trust another wizard? He has invisibility
wizard.
on. Like, would you
I've
ever trust
seen-
yourself with your own disarmament? Of course not.
Especially someone who would take my book. That's all I have.
I guess your only hope is that this guy's a sorcerer.
Or they're so low that they don't care.
Well. What do you
Regime
guys do?
shuffles forward.
We go
And-
forward.
Yeah. You go over.
Across the
You
bridge?
go across the bridge. You are now over 500 feet away from your stuff. Because John said this bridge was huge, long, and not very wide. And you cross it. And as you do so, forms from the tall grass along the roadside, which connects this bridge, begin to sort of pop up. None of them appear to be sorceress or wizardly in nature. You don't see any spellcaster immediately. But instead you see these, like, ghillie-cloaked warriors who have bows drawn, long bows, pointed at you. It's very much reminiscent of Lord of the Rings, where Gimli's talking mad shit about elves, and then suddenly, like, an elf just appears in frame. There are 4 of these
hello.
creatures in total. You don't see any of their mounts move, but the initial voice speaks up. Well then, you are enemies of the rat men?
Yes, sir.
Can you
Killed
prove
one
it?
back that way.
We killed one. We have a trophy that we've killed one. A giant, huge one.
Can I attempt to see if it's illusion?
How?
Ooh.
roll
Through
to
investigation.
Give me an int
Yeah,
save.
it's a
John has special rules
int save?
for... Yes,
Ooh.
special roll... Yeah, special rules for saving against illusions.
int save 15.
If this was an illusion, you cannot detect one. These people look
Okay.
human. There is no invisible box or, land obscurement. You don't see any minor illusionment. Where is this trophy of yours?
I think it's on the disc actually. And if it wasn't on the disc anymore, then I would have carried it.
Oh, okay. You carry this rotting rat tail with vertebrae just kind of hanging out. It's
You know
like,
what, Cruella? You know Cruella de Vil with
oh,
like the
God,
thing
it's
around
like
her
a
neck?
shawl.
Yeah, yeah.
You
That's how I
wear
would have
this
carried it.
gross, meaty thing with pride and gusto, and he's like, oh, you guys fought the gun rat. At least
Yes,
one
sir,
of
and
them.
we killed it. I would have brought its head, but it's much uglier than this.
Now I'm finding sepsis because of the gun rat.
Understood. He thinks for a
You help our
moment.
friend.
We can help your friend, yes. Are you the one with the tensor's disc, sorcerer?
Yes.
You and your friend may go. Continue down the road. They will see you and will
Okay.
help you. You 3, he sounds male, yeah. We'll call him a guy. You guys can't actually see what he's doing. So there's no point in me describing this. You 3, halfling, lizard man, and creature, he says, clearly
He's a-
referring to Nav.
He's a living suit of armor, sir.
That's funny. We used to have a man capable of making armor move. He was torn apart by spirit beasts. You 3
his
shall
book?
stay here. and we shall speak.
May I ask to whom we are speaking to at this moment?
Oh, I don't have a name for this guy, actually.
Ah.
I am Bandit Mage Captain. Nice to meet you.
Nav is also, when he talks about speaking, Nav is also gonna like poke Runt and be like,
Oh yeah, as you can see, our living suit of armor here cannot speak.
Then he may stand, as all armor does.
T-pose for dominance.
I am Ludico, captain of the, what is it called? What were they called? The Watchers of the Eyes? John has to
number 1.
John has to look up deep lore, guys. Hang on.
Oh,
we're going so deep he has to pull up the Word document.
I have to pull up the Word document because I can't remember where I put the Sanctuary games.
Discovery team rediscovering old lore.
D&D.
Discovering the deep lore.
Guys, I have so many D&D folders. This isn't even funny.
This is
Deep
lore
lore.
that even I don't know, even though I made this fucking area.
You did. I don't know where it would be. Is it in random writing bullshit? No. Is it in my regular bullshit? No.
What category of bullshit is it?
It's in the 4th category.
What happened to this? Maybe it's in Mokapuni.
Ah, yes.
Got lost in the
Sanctuary.
sauce.
In Mokapuni.
Maybe it's in my
Well,
Mokapuni.
Sanctuary was only like half of an actual campaign because fucking Canadians. And so what was left of the Sanctuary crew got merged into what was left of the Mokapuni crew.
Understood.
The deep lore, indeed. Oh, I can just go to my Sanctuary folder. Nope, that's my Sanctuary map folder. Guys, I don't know where it is. Hang on. I think they're just called the Watchers. I am Ludico, captain of the Watchers. I'm invisible somewhere around you. Ooh, I'm a ghost.
Oh wait, we're back in.
Mr. Bugman, if you wish to take your wounded to our camp, just follow the road. They will spot you.
He gives a thumbs up.
Alright, Kushim can start walking then.
Bye.
We'll see you
Don't
soon,
die.
Fucking Eric's actually
I'll try
T-posing.
not to.
Jesus Christ, what is wrong with your robot? The other one made a T-poser too. It was terrifying.
Well, you see, when they get first reanimated or first animated, they're stuck in that pose because they used to be mannequins for armor, and so that's like the starting position. It's like when we go to sleep and we lay down. That's like the position. So this is his rest position right now.
I see. That's terrifying. So you are seeking your dying friend's mother who was kidnapped by the rat folk. Where?
That was the second part. The first part was getting to Sanctuary. The second part was we were told in an area around Sanctuary. We were not given specifics for, obvious reasons.
Why
of
was
people.
she kidnapped from the City of Blinding Lights?
We were told that she had, she was a healer of sorts, and that she was helping people whom paladins would refuse to service, as the paladins of the City of Blinding Lights were too obsessed with killing things, and did not focus on healing people. So her ability to help others with medicine was fairly important.
A doctor.
And of sorts, yes. Not like a doctor, like from, the city of,
Eric.
or the Forge of Elven, but, someone who is good with medicine and herbs and things like that.
I see. An herbalist.
I guess.
As you guys watch Kushim and Meager cover. Kushim, Meager, anything you guys want to talk about? As your friends get grilled, or specifically Runt gets grilled. as he's kind of your party's mouthpiece right now.
Only we had some sort of charismatic person.
Oh,
Someone
if only.
You know what
Two
sucks?
warlocks.
You know what sucks? Kushim is very friendly, and this is Meager's mom we're talking about, and they're gone. Yugu, who is arguably Yugu and Nav, who are both way more charismatic. One of them physically can't talk, and the other one has no idea what he's gotten himself into. So I'm literally the only person who has like all the collective knowledge that can actually talk about this, despite being the
Fair
least
point,
charismatic.
Very fair. Sorry for
Poor Nav.
shit stirring.
Poor Yugo. Have to listen to Runt speak. So
What
Kushim
else is
and
new?
Meager just walk, or
What's it like to be dying, friend?
It hurts. It feels like my insides want to be outsides, and I'm pushing them back in. I
see.
don't know if that's normal or what happens when you get air in a wound. Do you have to remove the air before you stitch it up, or do you just have that air in you now, forever?
I think it depends. Do you want me to suck the air out?
Please don't. You might suck in my internal organs.
That's a fair point. I won't suck your air out.
Yeah, it was kind of that did give me a little bit of nervousness for like a millisecond because some bugs specifically eat organs.
Oh, I
didn't
haven't
know
eaten any organs yet. That I know of.
Really? Even like haggis or like sausages with like the casings of animal?
No. Some deep
Really?
lore about sheep.
Well,
No.
are you vegetarian?
What's a vegetarian? I'm not a vegetable.
only-
I didn't grow up in the ground.
No, only eat vegetables.
Oh, no, I eat things other than vegetables. Like,
Oh, okay. So you,
like haggis.
haggis is internal organs.
No, it's external. It's outside.
Yeah,
it's
but was
outside. And then I eat.
okay.
you guys have this back and forth for a while. And in the meantime,
I think Zero would have been able to talk about this.
Runt, Yugu, and Nav will be grilled. This invisible dude, wants to know a lot about what you guys are doing, and he's gonna repeat the same questions in different ways. And more or less, you can just hold on to the story. You're here looking for some guy's mom.
Yeah, that's basically Runt is trying to tell him enough. He's telling him the truth while removing all of these super important bits, like the fact that she can make potions, the fact that they're from Tolst, the fact that they may have other agendas while they're in the area, stuff like that. Making sure he doesn't lie, but also is removing things that could come up into like speculation or put them as like suspicious people.
Like burning all the webs.
Definitely not talking about that.
You dare! You were the ones who destroyed our giant spider reserve, you bastards!
Right. The giant spider reserve right next to the town?
Yeah. How else do we get such silks? After like 30 minutes of this, like 2 people you do not recognize just have your stuff and are crossing the bridge to you with it. Maybe rear guard, maybe people hiding off the road, which beat your measly passive perception scores, guys. Just saying. It's not great.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
None of you have good passive perception. These guys will just sort of like go through your stuff in front of you. Through your backpacks, look at your weapons. See that most of your weapons are non-magical. The bow will like pique everyone's interest because it's like a super nice, clearly magical bow. but they won't like fuck with it in a way that is aggressive. They're not like trying to steal your shit.
Yeah, even if they were kind of like messing around with it, like shooting a couple arrows from it, Runt's gonna show some restraint because they're surrounded, and it's 3 versus like 7 right now, plus an invisible wizard. So he's going to show some restraint.
You show some restraint. As they go through your stuff, they don't find... Well, what's in your inventories, guys? What's some cool shit that they'd be interested in?
I still have oven mitts.
Aww.
I have the small metal box with the petrified, the crumbs of the petrified papers that got messed up with a pancake clipping.
Yeah.
But besides that, the only thing of interest that I have is, I guess, the greaves of magnetism, because I'm not wearing them right now.
Yeah. They're like, what are these for? Holding up your metal greaves.
They're for airship transportation.
What do they do?
They make it so you can walk on the bow of an airship without having to worry with the wind pushing you down. They're very heavy when you say the special command word.
I see.
Did they take my stuff before I went?
Yeah.
Well, they
Or
have
just the
all of
weapons?
our stuff.
They probably
Yeah,
have
the
your... your backpack? Probably not. You probably still have that.
Okay, good. So they didn't get the 2 scrolls of magic that I had in there.
Okay. Kushim still has his stuff. So yeah, Yugu... Nav never had a lot to begin with. Yugu is a new character, so he doesn't have anything cool. And Zero Sword is gone. So they see the one magical weapon about you guys. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have the communicators.
So, the only other thing
Yeah.
that may potentially pique their interest would be the Ulathaean sword that's almost perfectly silvered.
Yeah, they see that and they're like, what's this for? Hunting werewolves?
Defending, killing ratmen and spirit beasts, apparently, since,
Ah,
you know,
yes.
last time we tried to fight ratmen, we ended up fighting spirit beasts. And silvered weapons tend to work
Spirit
fairly
beasts.
decently against them.
Working with the Ratmen? I doubt it.
Well, no, we went searching for ratmen and found spirit beasts because ruins and other stuff. You know how it goes.
I do. And one of the guards fucking with it will just sort of drop it back on the pile. Well, you don't seem to have any magical markers or hiding obscuring bullshit that I expected of the bastard, this old muskie. Alright.
Wait.
I guess that clears us to show you that we're in fact trying to kill Old Muskie.
Good. I'm glad.
Good to know we're on the same side, actually.
We shall see.
Potentially.
And with that, the dude appears. He materializes. You see Ludico, this weird guy who is like wearing battle overalls. That's the only true way to describe it. They're like beige and tan. He doesn't have a shirt on, but you get to see some wicked ass scaly tattoos that are seeming to grow out of his shoulders down to his arms. Yeah, he is a male demi-human, least within his 30s, maybe even 40s. He has unkept hair and a raggedy beard. I'm Ludico. And he's like waiting
It's
to see
nice
if
to
one
meet
of you
you.
is going to make a move on him immediately. Which I assume no one does.
Runt has movement, which is folding it. He folds his arms, and that's it.
Yeah, I'll give him a bow. Hello, Mr. Ludico. It's a pleasure to see you.
Well, it's always a pleasure not to be stabbed in the stomach by ne'er-do-wells who cross into our lands trying to profit off what meager resources that we have.
Well, we
Come.
are here, like, friend Mr. Runt was saying, you, I think, know this rat guy we are looking for. We can go take him out, no problem for you. You know, friends help friends. You save our friend. We'll kill Guy for you.
Indeed. Walk with me. And as he says this, 3 of the people in cloaks and in ghillie will sort of move with him as you guys quickly pick up your things and head off after Kushim and Meager, who have been hailed down by what appear to be regular soldiery. Dudes wearing small breastplates, not like breastplates, but just, something over their torso to give the resemblance of defense. They wear mixed matched clothing. They don't seem to have a true uniform. This appears to be some militia camp you've wandered onto. And maybe let's see actually how far away. You guys had walked for a little while. Yeah, you guys walked an extra 4 miles before you saw this, so an hour or so away. And in the distance, beyond lightly obscuring trees, you can see streamers of smoke, which are sort of going off into the air a couple 100 feet before being pushed by the wind and dissipated fully.
What happened over there?
You asked this to Meager?
I think those are just the city itself.
The guards are 200 feet away from you, waving you down. I will never put you right on top of someone you might want to act against. Just as a DM courtesy.
We'll go up to the.
Hello there! Who are you?
Help!
Oh my
This
goodness!
is Meager.
He's
Need
dying!
help. Yes.
Quickly, follow me! Your friend is dying! Why are you not stressed at all?
He's a very chill guy. Feels rat
God.
gunner.
What would Shipwreck do? This guard says to himself as he hurries you along. Yeah, you enter this militia camp, Kushim. Meager on his back, looking around as you see a bunch of people begin to move out of the way or come closer to he and Ha and Gawkett. Who are these people? These strangers who've just entered our little war camp. There are maybe 80 people here in total, a mixed bag of irregulars. Occasionally you'll see one of the cloak dudes walking around and just talking to people and giving someone who is doing some weird martial drill some advice or instruction. But you will quickly make it to a tent that is rather big, one of those pavilion tents where there is a medical person there. I don't want to call him a doctor since they don't have any sort of doctor signs, but they have a healer's satchel on their side and are going over 12 people who are just laying down injured.
It's me, friend.
What?
Friend is dying.
Let's see this person. They are a he as well. As this dude looks at you, this rough, scraggly, 50-year-plus old man shows up. It's oh my goodness, another one.
A rat gunner.
I see. Come in. Help me with him, Mister. He looks to you, Kushim.
Yes, I am a mister. Let us go together.
Okay. That's. He does a double take after realizing you didn't give him a name, and you drag Meager into this tent. There will be a cot available, I suppose, with somewhat dirty sheets, and he will begin looking over Meager's wounds and give his own medical check.
Please don't natural one. Please don't natural one.
It's not a natural one.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my goodness, he has massive internal hemorrhaging. It's a miracle you're alive, sir. Are you conscious right now?
know.
He says, snapping his face in front of your eyes.
No, I lost like 200 feet back.
Oh my god. We need to get a cleric in here. Stat. That's basically the end of... Like, he can't do anything here for you. You guys need to get into town, like, pronto, man, and take the train to Sanctuary itself.
Okay.
You have a train?
It's a trolley, not really a train.
Makes more sense.
How do you snap?
Like a card.
You snap in front of his face, Shadow. There you go. Dale, Douglas, come here. You two are helping me. Can you do that Tensor's disc again? We're gonna ride, son.
Yeah, okay. I'll do it. I have to do it as a ritual, though. I have to.
Okay.
It has to take 10 minutes.
You spend 10 minutes. They need time to saddle some horses anyway. And you guys are going to zoom down the road.
Yeah.
Tensor's disc has... It doesn't have a set movement speed, right? It just follows
No,
20
it's
feet
just
back.
always
No.
20 feet. Yep.
Yeah.
I thought it was
It'll go
30.
as fast as he goes. It's 20.
That's why there's some guesses about it ignoring friction, but it's people
Well-
want to break the game, breaking the game.
It only goes as fast as you can.
It
Yeah.
has like it has a casting range of 30 feet, which is weird, but it comes closer
Oh,
to
yeah,
you if
stays
it's
within-
more than
If
20
you
feet.
move more than 100 feet from the disc, I assume that means like you teleport beyond it. Rather
Yeah, or like it gets stuck in like a corridor and it can't follow you.
yeah.
Yeah, or
so-
being boxed away.
By the time Runt, Yugu, and Nav make it to this militia camp, Kushim and Meager are long gone. When Ludico asks, like, hey, where are the other two guys? One dude jokingly says, like, we killed and ate them, like we always do. And then, everyone's eyes will dart to him, and, he'll, like, look somewhat ashamed, and just, like, get elbowed in the ribs, like, dude, you can't just fucking say that shit. These guys aren't from here. And he's like, oh, okay. And then one other dude will be like, they started riding to town. I think they're trying to make it to Sanctuary before the gates close. And Ludico will be like, alrighty then.
Is this...
Gates close.
Yeah. Are we trapped? Too late?
Well, you are, definitely. We're, like, 60 miles from the city. Chances are they're trying to get to the trolley. And then, that's a bit faster. But we don't just let anyone on those. Bizarre. Anyway,
I see.
But the party.
the party
Well-
is split, yes.
I suppose now is a good time to get settled in and have a nice talk about Old Muskie.
Yes, let's talk about Old Muskie, our wretched enemy, who lives across the rivers. Or somewhere between them. And he will take you to a command tent, where you guys will find a commander-looking person. She is not armed. She is not, like, carrying weapons or wearing armor, but she holds a air of authority over her. Or around her, I suppose. And John really cannot find his Sanctuary characters list at all, and it's really upsetting him. Because he had names for literally all of these characters. Oh, Sanctuary characters! .docs! There it is!
Woo!
We found it!
We found it, boys.
Alright, we're ignoring you. Oh my god, we found it. What are they actually called now? The Watchers of Eyes and Claws, also known as the Watchers.
You're right.
Technically.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. This is our girl. Who is our girl? Not you. It is Cecilia Veerlith. She
How the hell do you
greets-
spell that?
or Celicia? Celica. I don't know. I think it's Celicia is what Amir originally went for.
Someone
Like
put that in the.
Oh fuck!
Yeah. This woman looks at all of you and looks somewhat surprised as Ludico greets this person and says, Commander Virlith, how are you doing today? And she looks to Runt or Yugu, I suppose, who looks a little bit cooler. Who are you three? And what is that? She just points at Nav. Just like, is that another fucking robot? I told, destroy them all. We're not dealing with any more.
He's in animated armor. He's not a robot. They're different.
He's a protector, a paladin, as we called him before.
A paladin robot, huh? Yeah. My husband was an artificer, guys. I know what a robot looks like. That's a robot, she says, pointing at, Orion's jaw drops.
The mention of artificer.
There we go. We're just gonna put the rip screen in front of Orion because he is dead. He's so mad.
And listen. This dude's husband is the reason John doesn't allow artificers.
Damn
You
right.
can blame the player that made her.
Thanks, Tyler. Who are you? And Ludico quickly flashes through the conversation, explaining you guys where you are. Meanwhile, Kushim is on... Are you riding a horse for the first time, Kushim?
Yes.
Alright, you are just on this massive beast that is holding two riders, and Meager is just... just being pulled 120 feet per round here. Just galloping.
You know what happens when you have like a leaf blower at your face?
Oh my god. You guys are schmoving faster than you've ever schmooved before. You guys ride through a town and quickly will stop at a tram station similar to one you might see in Tulst, like a Tulst monorail station. And then this doctor guy is just going to escort you all the way to the city, which is like a 2-hour trolley ride. John will roll to see if the trolley's even there. The trolley. That's a 10. We're going to re-roll that. That doesn't tell me anything. The trolley is not there. You will have to wait for another 20 minutes, and we flash back to Runt and Yugu and Nav as the commander, Celicia, looks at you all. You're after old Muskie, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
They have a
hostage?
Yes.
Yes.
Friend.
It's not the first one they've taken. Do you know when? They have a habit of leaving their carcasses where we can find them.
Last few days, a week maybe.
Within a week or two, I think. Maybe at the most, maybe a month.
Does not bode well. I hope
It does
your
not.
friend is good at herbology, or that old Muskie has a use for her. Otherwise, they will be horribly maimed and then thrown to our side of the river to demoralize us.
These
She
things
is
happen
dead.
often.
Until recently, within the first 3 months or so, our outlying village got, after just recovering from several spirit beast incursions, I suppose, was finally back on track. And then the Ratmen showed up in force and sacked it. Half the town went missing. The other half ran across the bridge. Where? You said you were from the City of Blinding Lights?
We came from there, yes.
Shipwreck has told us that they are also under invasion from leeches and crows.
Yes,
Is
we
true?
saw that. We spent the night there, and it was hard getting any sleep at all because of the sheer sound of the abundance of cavalry and paladins with their thundering smites killing creatures left and right. You can see our animated friend here had quite a bit of his own fun slaying some of the beasts.
So you are not denizens of the town, then? You are...
No, we came from another town because our friend Miga, whose mother is missing, I don't quite remember exactly their origins, but we do inevitably need to take them to their sanctuary, not sanctuary with a capital S, which is in Tulst.
Holst. She rolls a history check of her own. Huh. I thought they blew up. They're like a natural
I think
gas
you're thinking of-
fire.
Fiatala.
Oh. Well, either way, if you have plans to kill old Muskie, this bastard rat cartoon of a villain, we will be happy to assist you. Any enemy of these rat folk are an enemy or a friend of ours. I almost said enemy of ours. That would be awkward having this conversation.
Well, I would have known what you meant,
Okay.
given the context clues of the situation so far.
Have you seen this musky rat? You know what he can do?
I do. He doesn't constantly. He's been a bit concentrated as of late. Or focused away. He would, a month or so ago, try to cross the bridge with, like, an army or a pack of rats. Like, big, giant rats with giant metal in their backs that would dash forward and try to beat us to the punch, as it were. But we drove them off a few times. He would try to cast a spell, and then Ludico would just counterspell him and laugh, and old Muskie would get rather peeved at that, since it was apparently one of his better ones. And he'd shout, "I'll get you next time!" And then run away.
Do you know what spells he can cast? We've run into Ratmen previously, and
I do not. Ludico, she says, may? Ludico's like, I'm a sorcerer, guys. I'm sorry. I never took the Arcana.
He wouldn't
proficiency."
happen to know something known as erupting earth, would he? A giant explosion of earth from the ground?
He might. I never let him cast a spell. I literally just counterspelled him nonstop. It's quite funny when you do it. I swear.
Well, I hope we get Miga back to full health quickly, because he's the only one of us who is of that capability.
Well, it's a good thing he's not dead then. Hopefully they're having better luck at the trolley. And Kushim and Meager back at the trolley. You are on the trolley, boarding it, and it is going choo-choo and just going slow. There's one conductor who's just like, "Hi guys, welcome to another exciting trolley ride, sponsored by the Confederation of Klovisa. I'll be your caboose driver today, every single day for the rest of my life." And he doesn't even say his name. It's probably something stupid though, like Chuck.
Probably Caboose.
It's not
Caboose the Caboose.
Maybe that he just picked up the nickname and stuck with it. And you guys will just begin to track on down. Chugga, 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 chugga. After about half an hour, you'll make it to this fairly sized, like, small town. Well, it's really just like a street with buildings, like very Old West style, where it's like, we're going down these tracks. There's a road beside it. On both sides of the train tracks. One side has a massive tower that looks like an airship terminal, straight up ripped out of some small town, and just like what's it called, Torturves almost. And then, you know, on the right hand side there's like a couple of buildings and like repair shops, and then a singular inn. You guys will stop at this platform, and your medical old man, did we get a name for him? I may have given him a name.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Old medical man, for short, will be like, "It's not this stop, it's the next stop. We're gonna head straight to the gate." So what are you guys doing here?
Wanted to see my mom.
How'd that turn out?
I'm not going to answer that.
It's turned
gonna
out
say why I'm-
it's been mixed so far. We saw some cool shrines and got to see a lot of pretty rocks, but he's almost dying. So,
Oh, did you find a gate? Or agate,
did we
as
find
they
a
call it? I love me
Oh,
some
yes,
agate.
Oh, friend, I have something to show you.
You give him some agate or agate. You guys will bond over gemstones.
Ow.
However, when you guys get to this town, you guys can see this huge wall carved into the mountainside. It is a mile high. It is fuck huge. It is a massive wall, massive gate, and it is just screaming of ancient architecture, Kushim. It is a beauty to behold even from here. And you head out the window while Meager moans his fate. Can see Sanctuary, this massive stronghold within the mountain.
Yeah, I'm gonna be soaking that up for as long as I can.
You do so. During this time, it will be... No, you guys still have plenty of time. It's like 3 or 4 p.m. right now. I guess Doug will give you a sandwich if you're hungry, Kushim. Or not. Yeah, Doug the guard, not the old man. It's like, you want a
Jim
sandwich?
probably would not think of it. No, that's fine, thanks. I am feasting on knowledge.
Oh, okay. I prefer turkey, but...
Turkey is also nice.
You guys head on to the mountainside, and we jump back to Ludico and Luisha, or Felicia? Celicia, Jesus Christ. Tyler, why'd you do this to me, you fuck? Canadian bastard.
I'm named Jeter.
Yeah, basically.
Probably French.
Run to Yugu and Nav. Poor Nav. What's Nav thinking about right now?
Right now, he's probably just thinking that, like, man, it's really annoying, like, not being able to talk.
Fuck!
Like, I'm getting so bored.
Yeah.
I haven't hit on anyone.
Because, okay, so here's the thing. It hasn't occurred to him that he can't do anything with his dick anymore. That hasn't reached him yet.
You haven't pissed or shit in over 2 days now. How has that not occurred to you yet?
Because he's a himbo. He just doesn't think about it.
I'm
So
not
if he doesn't have a feeling, then he just forgets.
Who cares about, like, just body maintenance, okay? Like, that, who cares, okay? I can't fuck anymore, alright? When that sinks in, then we're gonna have problems.
Okay.
Question. Is there anyone who might help him realize this by looking around and seeing if anyone's hot? Because it might be pretty relevant of him noticing changes in his body when that happens.
I think Celicia
How hot
was-
is Cecilia?
I think...
Celicia, what?
Celicia. You know, I think
Celica.
we rolled...
I think it was
Celica.
Or even the sorcerer.
Her name is Celeste now. We have two
Celeste.
Yes, Celeste.
Celeste. No. We'll roll Ludico's hotness
Like
first.
only one.
4, 4, 5. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Not bad.
13. That's not bad.
And
And
Not the worst.
Celica is 2, 4, 3. So Ludico's
oof.
looking
Average.
hot. She's average. Calm down, guys. Fucking acting like you're, you know.
I mean, yeah,
Above
average. I mean,
average.
Why don't you chill?
like,
He's
making fun of
meager.
imaginary people's looks.
well, yeah, obviously. It
Uh,
makes me feel better.
True. Okay, hotness established. You guys, my username is now Firebrick Color. What? They together, these commanders of the Watchers, or captain and commander of the Watchers of Eyes and Claws, will allow you to stay within their territory. You'll have to talk with the gate guardians to get true access into the city proper. But so long as you don't do anything fucky, you may rest here as a sanctuary of sorts. But oh ho ho. They all laugh at that joke.
Every single time.
That's
They
my
have
favorite
to.
Kingdom Hearts 2 theme song.
She will tell you guys that Ludico, or not Ludico, Old Muskie is somewhere to the north west or within this. I don't want to show you the map yet because this map is sort of outdated. But there is like a peninsula that is trapped within rivers that sort of lead to a. Well, I guess it's just a big island at that point. A big island trapped within rivers. It is a massive stretch, and they are using the river closest to their city, which is this one. That is connected by a great lake northward and then a small lake southward, as like their main border between them and the rats, which are scavenging their land and killing their wildlife. They don't know what Old Muskie is truly doing here. Whether this is just like him setting up a base and trying to, do some shit, but like even the tribal dudes up north who live in the Great Lake are apparently having problems in dealing with them.
Huh. So, well, how recent was the last attack?
Maybe 4 days ago. They brought out
And
their
how-
gun rats and just started, shooting at where they thought we were. And then, we'd outrange them. Or someone would get a shot in to piss one off and it'd meander towards them. And it's a hassle.
And how long is the interval between attacks been?
The sporadic. Old Muskie is a clever rat. But
You
we'll
think-
watch.
Muskie is the one making these rat gun things, or someone else?
Assumedly. We've never seen these creatures before. We thought they were spirit beasts at first, like painted. And then, they started shooting at us with firearms. And we have longbows, man. Like, we can't deal with their rate of fire. So we just have to wait until they run out of ammunition.
I almost want to say then, because if we believe that another attack is imminent, then it may almost be beneficial for us to stay near Sanctuary and then try to gang up on Old Muskie out in the open when he thinks he has the offensive and catch him off guard and off
We
balance,
haven't seen
rather than-
Muskie in one of these attacks for quite some time. For about a month now, he has been holed up. It's only his, brigands, his little ones, who are leading the big ones.
He is probably looking after Mr. Marvel's mother.
Ugh.
Nav. I didn't say it. I meant to, but I forgot. But kept the few pieces of paper from earlier.
Do we have to go back?
Just
to
kept
the
on his
sheet?
person. What?
Do we need to
Go
go
back to the
the
writing sheet.
Yes, exactly. I actually already wrote it on the map, but
Oh, you did?
I can do it again. Yeah, it's up
I
by
On
the
the other map?
top
Oh.
left corner.
Where?
Took his time.
I don't even see it. Oh, I can't make this out. Here,
It's
can
fine.
I copy
Hold
paste
on. Oh wait,
it?
I have to use my lift.
Wait, I think I can copy paste
Oh,
it
no.
if you want.
And Kashim is
Yeah,
not
copy.
here to read it. If it's that bad.
There we go. That's what he
Oh,
wrote.
what is it?
Where
Where-
Daggett outlets.
Do get
Where
bullets.
did you get out
Come on.
bullets?
Hold on. This one. That was something I had just added on this sheet.
Oh, where do you get bullets?
We can
they-
read Broken Common.
Your robot can write? It has intelligent thoughts on its own?
He's not robot, we tell you. He's a suit of
He's
armor.
living armor. There's like
Well,
a soul trapped inside of it.
I watched Full Metal Alchemist, and it was really dumb.
John is not excited about that.
Ludico says, just like, that's not real magic. That's bullshit magic.
You could almost call it alchemy. Dun 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 dun.
Okay.
Anyways, our friend here wants to know where the bullets they get might come from, because even if they do manufacture the weapons, they can't necessarily. Oh, maybe he wants to get
don't
you
know.
weapons?
No, hold on. I have another.
Are you writing somewhere else? Oh god. Spem.
No, it says seams.
Steam. I actually like Spems better. Spems too.
Spems to advantage. Seems too advanced.
You're saying it seems too advanced for Ratmen to have weaponry like that.
Or build them.
I don't know
I'm not there.
anything about... All I know is the Confederation has access to firearms. We don't have the money to buy them, and we honestly don't see the use of them. So...
Do you think
Celicia
some
says.
from Nevletors could, I don't know, send them down here? They could steal them from there? No ideas.
I'm not sure. There's a giant lake between us and Nevletors, though. I know that much. Well, they kill you. John? Your mic's going... Someone's microphone is picking
No,
up.
no, no,
it's
that
not
was
done.
front this time.
Oh.
That's front.
Right.
I think it's being weird. How's that?
Well, they kill you
It's better.
good, yeah?
You're forgetting, Mr. Armor, that they have longbows at best. They don't have the guns, so even if they were killed.
If you're mocking our defense of our country, you
No, I think he's-
inanimate armor.
It's trying to figure out where the weapons are coming from and where they're getting them from other than just making them. Because it seems to think that making them is too advanced for some dumb ratmen. I think if that's what I'm... It's very hard to play charades all day. we have a guy for this, but
call no. You called me it.
All
Fuck you.
Okay.
Alright, no, it's mad, so...
Nav, speak to John real quick.
What's up?
What sort of question are you, like, is Nav trying to rack his head with here?
I was. It was more to Runt himself, but to Nav, it seems
Hey,
strange
don't
that
delete.
they
You're writing in pen. Come on.
that they have the weaponry, but that they're advanced enough to be able to actually make the bullets. Especially if they can make them in bulk enough that they can afford to just randomly fire into a field, hoping to get people. Like, they're getting supplied with these from somewhere.
maybe there is some ancient armory, you know? Times past, they find it, hold up in there, and whatever was making it before, it just works.
Well, the only city that is close to us is the City of Blinding Lights and the City of Cats and Rats.
The City of Cats and Rats,
and
working with ratmen.
That has to be, like, a misnomer. There's no way, Celicia said, like, a city is actually made out of rats. I don't believe that for one instant.
I think its main population might be ratmen. I don't know. I'm not very well versed in the
I've
geography.
I've
I've never
left
been.
Sanctuary either. It just seems insane, right?
Did we hear in the most
Also, they're
recent,
at
like,
war with Maelstrom. There's no way they'd attack us too.
Maybe they are just supplying these rat men to do as they please, like pirates on the sea.
Maybe.
it's possible that they may be sending out these rat men as like raiders to get supplies or people or whatever to help in the war against Maelstrom. That's always possible, because Maelstrom is not a group to really be fucked with unless you're ready to throw down. So
You will shoot the shit with Celicia and come up with theories and ideas. In Kushim, Meager will be admitted into the sanctuary cavernous city that is Sanctuary. You will be taken into like a citadel that is directly built behind the wall, like a backup fortress. Barely even getting to see the cavern. And, well, I guess you'll get to see all the houses lined up and built from and within the cavern wall. The biggest thing of note beyond the wall is there is a hole within the mountainside that just is like several hundred feet up, where you can like see the sky still, so that there's sunlight that is falling down on one quarter of the upper part of the city. It's got a weird U shape to it. I'll show you the map later. But you will be treated with meager. Deloused. Get rid of all the mites that you've picked up from the woods, along with all the ticks. People will question you, but the old medical man, will be like, "Oh, these boys are from out of town. Ludico must have sent them past. No, they got nothing to do with the rats, we think." So people will eye you with that familiar disdain of, like, dealing with strangers from way out of town.
Kill the rats, save my mom.
Yeah.
Also,
Meager's hallucinating at this point.
yeah. Also, at this point, Meager would probably be a little bit suspect because of the blood loss.
Yeah.
Akushim being the only one to the hospitals with people, and wondering why he does that. And he's one only going with people.
A vampire.
Kind of.
Weird.
After the part with the conversation with the organs, there might be a little bit like doubts that Meager has.
Yeah, just justified paranoia is what we like to call it.
He might be stealing from hospitals for organs. I don't know.
He's
Your
collecting
brain
kidney
just makes
stones.
connections left and right. He has to be stealing organs. There's no other reason anyone would come with anyone else to a hospital.
We haven't seen Nab's organs yet. He might be missing a few.
True.
I don't know medicine.
And the following day,
Warlock stuff. Don't worry about it.
you guys will, Kushim and Meager will be reunited with the rest of their stuff that is being held by Runt, Yugu, and Nav. Runt, Yugu, and Nav will spend the night at the camp. Afternoon to be sussed out by the leader, and then, shooting the shit until nightfall, because the nearest town is still 20 miles away, or, 18, 20 miles away from the camp itself, which is like holding down that bridge, 6 or so miles off of that bridge. And, you'll see a lot more people come in during the night. It seems like the camp only goes to like a fourth of its capacity, and everyone else just sort of stays out during the day looking for rats and patrolling rivers and doing all sorts of stuff. But the camp gets flooded with people. You can pick up some rumors, you can hear some things, but it's all more or less the same of that bastard, Old Muskie, and his goddamn rat army are just the biggest hindrance in the world, and what everyone wants to do is get back to how things were a few years ago.
Is there a place where people are like serving drinks or like a big campfire, something like that?
Not so much serving, so much as just like doling out rations and water and like a little bit of booze.
Whenever I
So-
see a large group of people eating, I want to play my lyre. Just, stay in practice.
Yeah. Give us a performance check. If you crit, you start a like rock concert, right?
A rave.
Not
crit.
It's better than nothing, and some of the good old musically inclined people will bust out their own tiny instruments, mostly harmonicas. One guy's got a banjo. One dude just has like a yodeling voice, and he just starts yodeling. And you guys can
Tell me
form-
someone has bagpipes.
No one has bagpipes, unfortunately.
Damn it.
You guys will play like weird country music mixed with like Swedish yodeling or Swiss yodeling. It's super weird. And also,
It is noise.
it is noise, it's distracting, and people are like, yeah, this is sick as shit. Fuck yeah. This is like this people's jam. The night will pass. You guys will walk to town rather than ride hard and fast because it's not a medical emergency. And from there, you'll board the trolley late in the afternoon because it's a 20-mile walk. That's most of your movement. And then a 2-hour trolley ride all the way to Sanctuary. You'll see the big gates. Eric, the player, will have flashbacks, PTSD style, Vietnam style maybe. And then after going through the big-ass gates, where you'll see some heavily armored and armed halberdiers, they will let you in. How much time do we still got? 20 minutes. So, you guys are together.
Do I die?
Meager, you do not die. Here in the hospital, you auto-pass all medicine checks. You're fine. You only got shot with a 20mm cannon. Who cares?
Yeah, it was just a cannon.
Just a flesh wound, honestly.
If it was rolled a higher than 10, it would have been fine.
So, you guys went on a journey. Is it time for a long rest?
Please, God.
Oh, yeah, please.
Well, we kind of
spent
have to
2
because
weeks
Meeker
in
has
town.
to heal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Meager
he
needs
does.
to heal from his injury. It's not
Apparently,
like...
bullet actually instigates my level up.
Yes.
Yeah,
Casting
I didn't
on
know
your
if he
back.
would let us.
Sanctuary is a safe place, and it is well guarded. At least
God bless.
the interior of the city-state is well defended. I wish I had prepared my map, but I can only prepare so much, guys. From here, you guys will get to see a region map.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Oh
Yes.
man.
History, or...
This is a blast from the past.
Yeah. So, the
Night
war camp was
history.
around here. Oh. I guess I'll just doodle something real quick. So, this was the war camp, just right on this crossroads. Here was where you guys got ambushed. You guys, like, did battle over here somewhere. That black color isn't really showing up well. This camp is old. It doesn't exist anymore. Which is unfortunate. This village
Is that
also...
the one that we?
No. This
Oh,
village...
yeah. I couldn't see where you were marking, so I got. Yeah.
No, you guys are good. These villages, these outlying villages, are all destroyed. But you guys are safe. You're alive. You lived.
Wait, can I tell them about what happened to the bottom one?
No. That
No?
will come up next session, and it may be a thing.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, it may come up
Nav
next session.
farted.
Nav did fart.
Yep, that's it. That's all what happened.
So now
Okay.
we're going there guaranteed, right, guys?
I mean, there's nothing there.
You still have to. We still had to save my mom.
Yeah, we still.
All right.
Another side
okay.
quest.
Third side quest is the charm before the actual
Please
main
don't.
quest.
Okay.
I swear, if another person in our party dies trying to go through a side quest for one of our players.
All right, Runt, Yugo, or Nav, someone will one day question Celicia, or maybe during that night. I can't even remember this fucking bitch's name. Oh my god. Why did he make it so weird? Why couldn't he? Was it
Celica.
Alicia
It's
with
a name that people have.
Celica?
You said Celica. Celica.
He did not
right?
pronounce it like that. I remember specifically that he said it was
I
like
think it was
Celicia.
Celicia.
Was it?
Well,
I think so. That sounds right to me, but I mean that's how you would actually pronounce that name, so I might be confusing them.
Jesus
did you
Christ.
say CIA or CA? Because Celica is a name.
Celica.
That's Celica.
Celica.
That's a name. That's a name.
Yeah, that would be
people have.
Celica.
All right.
Don't worry, John. I haven't heard of it either.
There we go. I
Maybe
did.
it's just a non-American name.
I
Yeah.
haven't heard it.
Because Tyler was Canadian too.
John's laughing.
French
at
I don't know
us
if he was,
with
like,
non-John
French-Canadian, but-
names. Yeah, everyone needs a John name. Every character is named John from.
Or Schmitty.
Hi,
John
my name's
Schmitty
John.
or the time.
Celica will give you
Schmitty.
the tale that she has told 1,000 times before about how she was widowed with the only known artificer in the world. His hubris led him to a path of madness and destruction. He was delusional first. He spent all of his time ignoring his son, not even being there when they had to like send him to like school, which is like in their world, like in their country, you lose custody of your kids once they turn 5 years old and they become state citizens right then and there.
Oh.
There's like visitation, and when they're like old enough and graduate, they can come back and live with you, but by then they like have to have a job and everything. Like everyone is considered family here in Sanctuary, especially within the cavern walls. And you have your mated pairing when your kids are done being infants and can like be put to work in the fields. That's when they get snatched by the government. That system has been luckily done away with by their new king, King Perrin.
Are you gonna do the voice?
Not right now.
You saying we gotta go see the king?
You
Yep.
guys have made a habit of it. She
What are
will
we to
tell
do?
you that her mad husband took a band of foreigners, strangers, and a just insane gnome wizard into the foothills, into the ancient ruined city south of them. John will ping it on the map. Over here. Where he got caught by a bunch of spirit beasts, ran away before dying there in a canyon, and then unleashed the awakened, now murderous horde onto a village, which got destroyed. And then those fucking spirit beasts just ravaged the countryside for like a year, just hunting down anyone human. Everyone in Sanctuary had to flee into the city walls. And then, like, a civil war broke out within the walls. It was a madhouse of activity. Somehow, this, like, 17-year-old kid got his hands on 2 of the king swords, which their kings are made out of. And he took control by ousting Celica's dad, who she helped overthrow. Because he too went full fucking, like, I'm gonna become the new dictator of Sanctuary. I'm gonna live like a king. And his daughter was like, you can't do that. That's super fucked up. I won't support this. And then it was just a crazy tale that she goes through. And everyone else is just like, yeah, that's basically how it happened.
When we say Sanctuary is a shithole, we mean
If Meager
Sanctuary
also
is a
hears this,
shithole.
Is it really any worse than Death Street, though?
Meager and Kushim would not hear this. They would hear it secondhand from Runt, Yugu, and, well, not now.
Written Nav.
when I do, I want to look over to Kushim like, maybe you should get in contact with your son.
Well, yeah, I'd like to.
Okay, yeah.
Tried to.
Because I'm so delirious and blood loss.
Just bringing in somebody's son into the conversation for no reason. Who wants XP?
No,
You guys have been
no,
on the
I
road.
Number.
Let me go look at the halfling splitter. as well as the gun rat. The gun rat was CR5. Okay.
I'd say it was a spirit beast, coincidentally.
One of them, yeah.
Uh-oh. One of
The
them.
one that we
there's
fought.
The
multiple
singular
variations
one.
of spirit beasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
The
was
one
the
that
murder
kicked our
cat.
ass.
Also, John didn't mention it. When I was Piddles and we were in that ruin, I found a syringe, and I stabbed myself with the
Oh, I
syringe.
remember this. This was one of the
And-
first stories I ever heard you tell, Eric.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember this as well.
Yeah.
My arm.
Your arm
Meager didn't
turned
hear it.
into a
My
wasp.
arm, my spellcasting arm got turned into a wasp
You're
stinger.
so cringe.
Oh.
Oh man.
God, it feels
Good,
it feels so weird rehearing that story because I heard that when I first met you, and now that I've actually played like a decent amount with you, hearing that again, it's like, wow, how long ago must that have fucking been?
Like a
Right?
year and a half, 2 years,
I'm
something.
I'm feeling a small amount of nostalgia for a story you told me when we started playing.
Guys, I can't find the halfling splitter. There he is. He's at the very top.
I was about to say, did you even
he's
make
new.
a table for him?
CR something.
Probably like at
So
least
you just a CR2?
9.
9.
I hope it's
CR2.
at
Oh yeah,
least
no,
9.
no, you did.
Yeah,
Yeah, you said
CR9.
it's higher than
Aha!
8. Yeah.
I remember.
All right, so
That one's only split
1800
both
plus
ways.
5,000.
3 people.
What else did we do? Guys, start telling us stuff.
Forge of Alvin.
Yeah, the ruins
then-
for Kushim.
Oh, the ruins. What did
Oh,
we
we
learn
got
at the
the
ruins?
helmet?
Got the helmet?
No, I want to know what we learned at the ruins.
Okay.
Oh, let me.
You guys are You guys are the discovery team. What did you guys discover?
We learned about the ancient race that used to live in what is now the Forge of Alvin.
What were they
Alvin
called?
Tori.
Story, yep.
Okay, that is
Yep.
worth.
They
There
had
was
the
a
ability
armory.
to kill as well.
Yes, they
Yes.
had something that could, like, kill a god. Or
That's
a
not
godly power.
enough, unfortunately, to warrant XP.
They had to escape and move their equipment off to another to reinforce, I believe, another location. What was the reason why that was again?
Oh, the fucking trap.
Yeah.
Remember, we went down that chute, and then somebody
Oh,
fucked
yeah,
up
the
and
broken
turned the
trap.
trap into not a trap.
We did
No,
know
no.
that.
Well,
Well, yeah,
what
they
about
left the
that,
city to fight the enemy.
the reason why.
Boom!
Yeah.
There we go.
That's it. Yeah.
Dazzler! I have that written down.
Dazzler. That's it.
What's a dazzler?
A city of the Alvin Tori somewhere.
So wasn't that near the World Pillar because they were fighting the enemy? Or maybe they were just sending weaponry to help fight the enemy.
Yeah, that's what I have. That the High King Yoltun sent the army to the city to fight against the enemy.
We got this seal business. There are 5 of them, and we need to challenge the
Yeah.
first one.
With the helmet.
Uh,
Oh, we also
we
got that little
uncovered-
medallion to open the door. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's anything.
We also-
No, we're done with the ruin already.
Oh, even with like the
Yeah, when you guys get all the information that's important,
prophecy?
I give you a predetermined
Nice.
XP. Nav, you have unlocked the Alvin Tori quest line. Congratulations.
Ooh!
Yes.
Do we
For
get
every-
anything?
Yes.
Go ahead.
No.
Do we get anything for the rat tunnel and that abandoned house outside of the City of Blinding Lights?
What did we learn from the abandoned house?
They cast fire spells?
It was taken down by a fire spell that was not Fireball.
Mhm.
Let's see. That was not the first time the City of Blinding Lights has seen the rat men, because they've been seen inside the city scrounging.
I don't think we learned much more than rats are being
I don't
rats.
think. Yeah, rats were in the area.
Blinding lights, yeah.
Rat's gonna rat.
yeah.
I have here, when we spoke with Shipvet, doing our travels, he knew Besnov? Like,
As a child, yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Fresnel specifically had delusions of grandeur even as a child.
That is worth a lot. There we go.
Alright,
Well,
yeah.
it wasn't just that she had delusions of grandeur. It wasn't it that she was having like visions.
Yeah, she claimed to have visions, which then led to her having delusions of grandeur because nobody believed her visions, and she was so
Something-
stalwart and believed them.
Definitely to investigate further. If someone wants to mark that down, but I'm not giving you extra for that. Yeah, unlock a little bit more of Fresnov. You're close, though. Another piece to the villainous puzzle that is Fresnov. What else did we get? We went through the spiders. We avoided a spider combat. We did the rat combat. I put combat XP for that already. Any other cool discoveries? Other than, you know, NPC tells you that old shitbag player of John's ruined the Artificer class for him?
Well, the Rat King has been collecting more and more people, as the emphasis of being with my mother, collecting more resources and probably building up their supplies to unleash a actual attack while kind of stalling them with their lackeys. With their major minor connection with another powerful force.
All great. Yeah.
did we learn about the Alvin toy, like in our audience cutscene? Did Nav learn about that, or is this just setting?
That was John giving Fluff and giving Nav a vision that he will never be able to communicate properly to John's glee.
Understood.
Let me try to dispel magic.
Ninth level spell east.
Probably,
So, I guess I
Probably
just owe
need to
you
remove curse.
4 sessions of roleplay as well? How
Yeah,
many
I
sessions of it
suppose
has it been?
Has it only been 4?
4 or 5 sounds about right.
Well, when was a long rest?
back in
The
Tulsa.
the last time we had a long rest was when Revik had his whole vampire thing happen.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we wanted to include
Yeah,
like the
you and Elvin.
Yeah, while on House of S.
You
Oh, Revik
guys-
also
Whether or
learned
not
that
it's
the person who made the Lederhosen is vampire.
that's true.
Yeah.
Revik
Did we-
left
Yeah,
on
total.
the 10th. It is now the 31st of April.
It's been a while.
It's been a
Did we do
while.
any? Did we learn anything from the King of Maelstrom,
The prince.
or anything with that situation after Zero's death? Nothing comes out to me.
Yeah, nothing that like is worth EXP in my mind. Of like that we like discovered.
The vampire that is trying to get was trying to get Revik on his side. Isn't he making Lederhosen and other materials to take over people and control them with his special silk thing?
I don't
You
think
are
I think-
like
Or am I
paranoid
thinking
as
that
hell.
over my head? It might
Okay,
just
so
something that could have happened.
So what I remember for that guy, like, he's the same guy who made my Lederhosen. He is
Yeah.
a vampire. The what he talked with Revik about was how Revik's basically vampire patron is a crazy bitch, and that all of the other vampires thinks that she's a crazy bitch, and he needs to ditch her because she's trying to control him.
Okay.
That's what I was getting
Okay,
from
so
it.
that was me just projecting one on another because I'm new.
True.
It is a lot of
Well, my-
thinking.
It's a lot.
What's wrong with
It's
my
no big deal.
dog? He seems so sad.
he's
Because
just
he is
chilling.
tired.
Yeah.
Dogs are sad. In general. Okay.
Like,
I
he's
can't
just
find my
laying
thing.
Cats
here.
are wizards.
Wait, what? Cats are wizards?
Cats
Yeah,
are
they're
wizards.
assholes.
True.
Wizards are assholes.
I'd believe that.
But
All right,
some of them are
uh,
cute assholes.
So, I will divide this by 5 since Revit gets none of it.
Haha.
Whoop, whoop.
Everyone,
Do I
can
get XP from the spirit beasts that they fought before I got here?
What spirit beast?
Probably not.
Ah.
Oh, they already
Oh.
include that?
Yeah, I think we
that was
already
a
got
cool
that.
thing.
Yeah, that was the
Okay, never
previous-
mind then.
because That was the
Yeah.
second Ulathan
Yeah.
temple. That
All
was
right,
long
you
before.
guys get 1760. It's not a lot,
Okay, that's a lot.
but it's something.
Wait.
1760?
1,760 experience points.
Okay.
Each. I divided it by 5.
Okay, I was about to say.
No
I
quests have
start-
actually been completed yet. If you're wondering.
So I
John.
start
We
with
actually don't level up,
2,500, right?
Wait, you don't
Nope.
level up?
Uh-uh. 13, I think, is what it is.
Wait, what?
We are long
Bye
ways
bye.
away.
Hang on. Yeah, how much XP do you need
Well,
for level
meager
6?
is definitely. 5E leveling,
Is
sure.
it 1300?
I think it
1400.
is.
Yeah, 1,400.
Yeah,
14.
14.
And we're 18. I'm at least
14,000.
1800 off. Yeah, I'm 1800 off then.
You know, I promise you, once you guys actually complete a full-blown quest like saving Meager's mom, which you guys set out to do, that number will increase again. So maybe we should focus on that if you want the big experience bucks.
I'll just form
What's
a
wrong? What's wrong, Tamer? Why are you so sad that we didn't level up, huh?
Temer.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Temer.
I think if we level up, it forces him up too. You know?
No, Temer's already 6.
Oh wow.
We
Oh, his
So I
to
think
team
if
is
you
under-
guys,
Oh, they
if you
wanted
guys level up,
the
I
raid
get forced
team.
up, right?
Yeah, if we have 2 more people hit level 6, everyone gets bumped up to level 6.
Man, what a shame, huh?
Alright,
Shit.
so speed run. We run over to Muskie. We assassinate him. Find Mika's mom all in one day.
We don't even need to assassinate him. We can just steal my mom.
Sure, we don't even have to kill him. We just need Meager's mom. That's literally all we have to do.
But you get
Killing
more.
him is like a bonus.
If you killed him, you get way more. I'm just saying, guys. He's at least
This
a
is
3rd level
DM
caster.
John.
He's at least the same power level as Grug. At least.
At least. Maybe even shares Grug stat block. Who knows?
Maybe the stat block is Grug, but he just changed the token name. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Well, guys. Wait. Hang on. No, you guys need way more, actually. I added... Okay.
Right?
So
Yeah,
here's how
that seems
experience
really low.
works. That is actually way super low. You guys should have at least gotten 1,200 each from roleplay alone. So, hang
Yeah.
on.
Did not add the roleplay?
Yeah, 'cause
Or
No,
did not
I-
add a 0?
Okay, here's what I did. I added roleplay and then divided that, which I normally don't do. Normally it's just a flat rate that everybody has, so that like it's super good in the beginning, but later off it starts to be
Okay.
less and less important.
You gave
Because
us
by then you're
17
already good role players, right?
1760, including the divided roleplay. So it would be
Can you guys subtract that real quick? John's gonna read you
Okay.
his math.
Okay.
okay.
I'm
I can
sorry.
try.
I was at 10,440.
No, I was looking at John's face and he's like, I'm just like picking up like, that is low, isn't it? There's no way. My math got fucked.
Yeah, we
up.
actually only got 600 each for killing the...
Okay, so
kill
then it
also.
was. You guys got 1,200 for discoveries. Enter. So now we're at 9,000. We divide by 5 is 1,800 already. It's just so.
Which is
Yeah,
already
John
more-
fucked his
Yeah,
math.
A little bit more.
That's already more.
I'm sorry, and then we add 1,200. Okay, so it's actually an even 3,000. John fucked you
Okay.
guys on experience there. Thank you for making me recheck my math because I was just
So we
hitting
all get-
buttons on
we
my
all get a
number
flat-
pad.
A flat 3,000, and we still don't level up. But we're much closer.
Much closer.
Nobody leveled?
Nope.
No, if we need 14K, I am 600 away. Actually, I'm 555.
Oh.
I'm 555 away from leveling up.
I'm still
Shit.
2,000.
900.
If I died, you would have leveled up.
True.
True. Maybe I should
Kill
kill
Meager.
you.
Yeah, maybe we should have just let you die.
Telling you, the strat is just kill a party member off before you long rest every time.
Every single time, guys. Untrue.
Because if we-
well,
because then
true.
Two of us would have leveled up, and the new character would have been level 6.
That, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We would have come out with a net positive.
May
I don't know about
John,
that,
is it 300 per day of roleplay or 200
It's
per day of
200.
roleplay?
I even
Well,
bumped you
then
guys
we-
up on roleplay.
Okay. Cool then.
Wait,
Yeah.
we did.
Seconds.
Oh yeah, right.
6
Yeah,
sessions.
extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys.
Thank you for...
We're guaranteed to level up next time, Smile.
Sure.
How about we just long rest again and just,
Just
role play
make
for
sure-
a day?
For a
Save
week.
Meager's mom, and before you get back to town, pull the Walking Dead meme where you shoot Otis in the leg and make him like die to zombie.
Well, I don't have my revolver anymore because I lost it in Destry.
Oh, rip.
I had
Oh,
4 shots
lucky.
in it.
One of those kids are gonna pick up a pistol from the ground and be like, "Mom, look, I found a gun."
Well, it was actually Irithil who took my revolver, so
Oh, well.
And then
Oh,
she
wait.
threw it on the ground.
Are we
then-
finally in April?
We are in April. It is April 1st. The tyrant has come out of his heart attack coma, and you guys, in 30 days, will get to see the tyrant on ice. So maybe
is
spend
that?
some more time in Sanctuary.
well, maybe we will double long rest in Sanctuary after we
Yeah.
complete the quest.
All right, guys, we're out for this episode. I will be on Greg Hansen's tomorrow, resuming my run as Creature, the druid without a cause, a man with no home who plays Nuclear in the background by Venom Snake. That's the name of a band, right? Okay, we're out of here. Guys, say your farewells.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right.
Say bye bye,
Peace out.
Jax. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Have a beautiful night.
Oh, wait, we're doing a movie, too, aren't we? Shadow's
Yeah.
about to put on a
Yeah.
fucking movie. Hell yeah. All right, see you guys in a bit. Bleh.